Are you wearing pants?
No.
What? That's how we start.
can only
Are
see
you
from here
wearing
up.
pants? Are you wearing pants, chat? I don't know if I'm allowed to ask you that,
No.
but
Oh, you weren't asking me. Sorry.
hey, it's not actually Heroes, Cataclysm, the very professional D&D game that runs twice a month. I'm Dr. Diz, DM, and we are on episode 17. So last time the party had split into two, and we had finished up the part where they were at the awkward dinner party, and luckily everybody got out alive. So now we're dealing with the thanks for that resub there, Buck. Now we're dealing with the other half of the crew who are down in the sewers, who went to investigate some weird corridor that they found, and they've pushed open a coffin. So that's where we're jumping in, right there where. Let's go ahead and switch the map.
We pushed open a coffin and found 4 baby turtles.
You said he was sitting up, right?
Yes.
Immediately,
Uncle-
I'm gonna look at him and go, "That's a weird place to sleep. Are you homeless? Do you, I can get you a room in the inn if you."
Dear God,
Switch back over to the map, and
Lord help us all.
The question is, how many people can our pirate friend pull away before death happens?
Oi, oi.
can all the players see the map?
I see black.
I see nothing.
You see,
black.
I
so
see
you do have the
black as
scroll.
well.
You do have the
Scroll
scroll
right
here.
and up.
Here, I'll do this.
Oh wait.
There we
yes.
go. Okay. Found it. Okay.
That's
Oh,
frightening,
yeah,
but
I-
there's that much map that we can't see. Yeah, that's not a good
That
thing.
is
Lot
true.
of
Yeah,
map.
I got
Well,
it.
remember, it's the whole sewers that we traversed through.
I'm a map.
I don't see any of it, but it doesn't really matter to me.
You're not there.
That's
You're
that's
not-
why.
Thank you.
That's great.
All right. So we're diving in.
Well, let me fix my OBS because apparently it wants to direct itself over to my center monitor instead of.
Welcome to the
Quick,
secrets
somebody
of
take a
D&D
picture of all of
streaming.
his notes.
We're gonna have to do this live, so
Take a screenshot. I got the snippet tool out. I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's
snip
right
it.
there, and then so it's basically you can just see my OBS screen. So
Oh,
let
dang.
me fix this real quick. Let's see.
Damn, no insider
Yeah.
info.
I was hoping it was your OneNote or your Excel or.
Hold on, I can see the notes. There is a double buck subscribe for 1 month at tier 1.
Good note. Good note.
Apparently, we
Inception.
have MLG Quickscoper in the chat.
Oh, Lord help us all.
Oh, there we go. Look, it's where you die.
Oh, it's the full map.
There's the map. Yeah, that's the full map.
I saw
For
the
just like a
map.
second. Luckily, you probably didn't see. Well, you're about to see whatever, so it doesn't matter. So as
You're
you
about to die.
guys,
It's fine. It's fine.
as you guys push, like, we have Thavrak over there, Reekin's character. He's just got this sword, two-handed, and he's fighting it like he's trying to swing at the red gem that was on this pedestal. Morwen reaches over and just grabs the red gem, and I can't think of Clan's character's name. Why has it left me?
Sir
Sir
Eldrick
Eldick.
von
Sir
Battenhouse.
Eldrick is pushing on the coffin lid, trying to furiously open it. As soon as the gem comes out of the pedestal, the lid of the coffin slides off and hits the floor. And you
Dun,
guys
dun.
see,
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
you see a humanoid laying in the coffin, just arms crossed. He sits up, skin very dark, like dreadlock type hair, wearing robes. Immediately, you guys feel just like cold chills just kind of run up your spines. And I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Do I have chills and are they multiplying?
Because you're
Also,
losing
nat
control.
20.
Am
Mine
I
aren't
losing
multiplying.
control?
They are multiplying.
Damn, I was hoping they would not be multiplying.
So,
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep,
So-
yep, wisdom. I will
So
roll
that-
for Raz.
Okay.
Does 12 save?
I also had a 12.
No,
I have 19.
Natural 20.
that's a good one. You do save, okay. So that should be out. We got Thavrak. Somebody want to roll for Thavrak?
I rolled a 15 on the dice, but I don't know what his wisdom is. I can pull it up.
All right. All right. Everyone is frozen in place. You cannot move. Your muscles are just stone at the moment.
Including
Anyone
me?
who saved is able to speak and only speak. That's
Who
all they
saved?
can do.
Who?
What if I rolled a nat 20 though? Do I get no
Nat
effect
20.
because of the nat 20 rolling?
Nope. Nat 20 gives you an auto save, right? But this ability here, you're still paralyzed.
Did my 19 save?
It did
I
not
can-
save.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
It wasn't too far off, but it didn't save.
Story of my life.
Great. We're gonna fucking die. I
Hey,
can't
is
even
Yarman
talk.
the only one that can speak right now?
He's the only one who can speak.
Unfortunately.
So
Oh, we're so fucked.
Oh, well, we've had a nice run, guys. Well,
I was gonna
Yeah.
try to talk our way out of this, but I can't fucking talk.
Be sure to
Thavrak
tip your
rolled a
DM,
17, so
everybody.
he's frozen. I'm gonna. What's Sir Eldrick? What's happening?
You look around. Well, you kind of look around with your eyes. You can't move your head, and nobody's moving. Like you see Morwen standing there with the stone in his hand. You see Thavrak, who was kind of shaking before, is now just stone still, like he's just a statue. As this humanoid just sets up, you see these, as his eyelids open, you see these just red eyes just stare, and he just looks around the room, stopping on you, Yarman.
Hello.
Thanks for that resub, Malnux. He gets up out of the coffin and steps down onto the floor as he just kind of looks around. He looks over at Thavrak and he moves to Thavrak. Goodness, everybody's hit me with the subs. Thanks. The incredulous geek. He moves over to Thavrak and just kind of reaches up and pulls his hands away from the sword. Takes it and says, "Oh, good friend. Good to be reunited." And he sheathes the sword. He walks back over just past.
I'm glancing at Sir Eldrick to see if I can see anything in his eyes.
So you're glancing over at him?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can make out any, because I don't know what's happening.
He can't move.
Well, that's why I figured his
Got a hype
eyes.
train
might
going.
be-
Hype train in the middle of D&D. Okay. He stops there. And he turns and comes back over to Sir Eldrick. He leans in. And he just sniffs like the back of your neck.
Hi.
Yarman, you see him kind of just sneer. As he backs away.
He has been in the woods for a long time. I get that. He might be a little smelly.
You speak.
Yeah. Do most people not able to speak? We all speak. Sir
Not
Eldrick,
as
we all speak,
insignificant
right?
as you. Why have you come? Have you come to free me?
I don't know who you are.
When is this?
Do I know when this is? Do I know like a year?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, so you probably just tell him,
Yeah.
or maybe you don't want to. I don't know.
No, I'd tell him. Yarman, the unintelligent person, I'd tell him what year it is.
He just looks like he's deep in thought. Like he barely is just really recognizing, anything that you're really saying.
What's your name?
Goodness. Keep coming in. Is this planned? Are you trying to survive this encounter?
This has been
No,
planned
he's
to
not-
be
he's
done on
not
your stream
bribing the
before, but
DM.
not right now. This wasn't planned.
He's not bribing the DM, no.
I just thought Clandis was drinking an invisible drink there. That's perfect.
Magic. I'm just saying, I gifted you 2 subs, Diz. So I mean,
As Yarman kind of finishes saying that, turns around and looks over at I'm having trouble remembering names at this point. It is, let's see,
We would never try
Kyrie.
to bribe the DM.
Kyrie
unless-
and Raz in that direction.
It's been at least 6 seconds. Do we start feeling any kind of ability to move
No.
yet, or like get to take a roll for it?
No, you
it's
guys
not-
can re-roll the wisdom save.
That's why I was at, like, because we've been talking for a little bit. Would we be a turn maybe?
You don't, Sly, you don't have to roll. You've already
Oh.
saved.
So I'm still frozen though.
no, I rolled a 12, so no.
Yeah,
So,
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a
20.
16 plus 3, so 19.
19.
You
Yeah,
don't
still
save
not.
either.
You're muted,
Fabric.
Awaken.
I rolled a 21.
Fabric, you are able to speak. You're stuck in place, like
Okay.
in a baseball stance. The sword was in your hands, and now it's been taken from you. You're kind of stuck, but you can speak at this point. You see what you, I don't know if you would know, but you see this humanoid character, dark skin, dreadlocks, robes, came over, take the sword from you, sheath it, and is over next to Sir Eldrick. Is now turned to look at, is it Kyra or Kyrie? I knew I was going to...
Kyrie.
Kyrie. Okay, I said it right the first time. Looks over at Kyrie, and then looks over at Raz, and then really quickly just almost like teleports over to Raz and bites him on the neck.
What are you doing? That's not normal.
And then pulls back. Raz
Raz
looks
just-
is just stone still, holding the two the guns out, cocked still, but it's just stuck in place. You
Diz,
guys
I have,
do have comms.
I was about to
and
say I have an earring,
it's
right?
all it is all mental. Anyone who has one of the earrings, it is all mentally done. So there's nothing stopping you from doing
Nobody
that.
on that team has an earring, Diz.
I thought he said last time that we
Yeah,
would
I'm
have been
sorry,
given.
Clan and Josh are the only 2 that do.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we did.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Any of the new ones that were brought
Yeah, I don't
in.
have one.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
So you're giving Yarman, okay.
Yeah.
So-
because
so
I was
wait,
still brought in by him.
From the guild. Yeah.
Wasn't at the same time.
So do me and Clan, or do I'm sorry.
Listen,
Yes.
I can't talk, right?
And Malnox,
But it's
right now is when that is happening. The thing I'd sent you before. Okay.
okay.
But I mean, but if you're saying there's mental,
y'all can communicate with us. You just can't.
You see him wipe
You can't say shit
the
to me or
blood off
Raz.
of his mouth.
I start thinking to Malnox or to Exire,
Malnox, I hear it.
something's weird down here. We met a guy sleeping in the sewers and he just bit Raz. I can't move.
Raz kind of just like it's almost like the spell releases him and he falls to the ground. It's just laying there, eyes closed.
And you said the earrings work like open comms, so everybody that has an earring would have heard that, right?
Right. Yeah, it's like the group calls, yeah. The party lines, if anybody remembers those from 100 years
I
ago.
rolled an intelligence check on myself a minute ago, and I wouldn't have remembered that until I just heard his voice in my head. So yeah, I would think. Can anybody else move or talk or anything? Hello, we're stuck here.
She approaches the table in the center of the room there as he looks back one last time.
I'm the dumbass holding the gem right now, aren't I?
You are holding it still.
I don't have my back to everybody anyway, because I'm standing there holding.
Kind of. I think you're a little bit sideways, so you can kind of look at the corner of your eye just a little bit.
Roll for peripheral vision.
If we have the earrings, can we respond to that, or are we not within range? If we're in the
You are barely within range, so it's picking up.
All right.
Static.
If I can, I just want to think out. Where the hell are you guys? You say in the sewers. Where in the sewers? How far have you gone? Are you by the keep?
We're close to the entrance where we went in. We were on our way to get back out.
Where did you go in?
Where Molly told us.
You would know the entry point where they went in.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's Molly?
Isn't that the name of the barkeep?
It's Miley.
Miley. Sorry. 7 intelligence. I don't remember shit.
Ollie's what he took to get out here.
He approaches the table over there, and with just little effort, flips the table, and it goes flying over and crashes up against the wall. Underneath the table, there is some markings on the floor, and you guys probably can't really see a lot of it. Kyrie, your back is probably to this. Really, you can basically barely see Raz laying on the floor, kind of bleeding. Yarman, you're probably turned sideways, so you can have a little bit of a glance at this. You probably have the best view of it besides Thavrak at this point. But Thavrak doesn't have... Thavrak can speak, though, but he doesn't have an earring.
Thavrak can talk now, but yeah, he doesn't have an earring.
If possible, I want to start moving towards wherever we think the entrance is, or wherever we know the entrance is. I know it's probably going to take a while for us to get there. I just want you to know that if we hear that, I'm relaying that information to anyone that doesn't have an earring and
I'm trying to kind of, because I don't know what to do, I'm trying to kind of just communicate to Exire what he's doing, because it's all just weird behavior to me and I'm stuck and I don't know what to do.
He moves over to the markings on the ground towards the center and reaches down and touches it. Bows with head for a second as it kind of just lights up on the ground. These runes just kind of lighting up and almost raising up from the floor as he stands back up and turns back around and faces. Morwen and Thavrak, roll another wisdom saving throw.
Ah,
15.
15. All right. Okay,
It's
you
a
guys are still
natural
stuck in
one.
place. Natural
Did my
one.
21 before not free me?
It
You-
didn't free,
you're
but it
able
gave
to
you the ability to
speak.
talk.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're able to speak. So,
So you're now
as
even with me.
he stands there for a minute and just, and he's gone. As the runes slowly die back down and go dormant, the light goes down. You guys slowly start to be able to move. It's real stiff, just but everybody just kind of just releases, and you are free to move about. You probably have a little bit of time before you probably hear some voices of your party members shouting. But what are you guys doing before you hear that?
I run over to Raz and try to
Yeah.
stop the bleeding.
I'm also gonna go to Raz to see if he's, alive.
And by trying to stop the bleeding, I'm doing the only thing Yarman would know to do after being in a bunch of fights. I'm taking my hand and covering the wound and just putting pressure there and trying to stop physically the bleeding.
Just the bleeding, yeah. Yeah.
Is he breathing?
Make a medicine check.
That's what I was gonna say. Is he breathing?
That's a 15. 9 plus
15?
6.
Okay. He is breathing. Well, he is not breathing, but
But he's not
you do
dead.
feel like a pulse.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds or Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Um,
So as you do that, you feel like the warmth start to come back into his body, and he opens his eyes. The holes on his neck can just seal back up.
he gets 7 if that matters back.
All right. As that happens, he just like reactively just pulls the trigger on both guns and shoots into the ceiling. It just echoes.
Wait, how does he have his guns? Oh, they brought his shit with them. Oh, god damn it.
I flinch real quick and go,
So
Ah.
bitter.
I did it. I healed you.
What the fuck was that?
I reach over and tap your arm. I didn't know you
He's
were a
rubbing his
cleric.
neck.
I didn't know either.
You're a
That
cleric
was-
and a warrior. Wow.
I had no clue.
As fun as this is, I would say we should get out of here. In case he comes back.
While they were tending to Raz, I wanted to check on those runes.
Okay, so you're gonna go over to the floor and just look at them.
Yeah, I want to see if I can recognize any of them.
Are you trained in Arcana at all?
No.
Okay. You can make an Arcana roll with disadvantage.
So it was an 8.
An 8, yeah. Yeah, just confusing little like markings on the floor.
Yes, I would say we need to get out of here.
If everyone
So-
out of here, I will cover you.
You guys hear like the voices of your other party members kind of yelling out as they must have heard the gunshots and are moving in that direction.
I mean, would we be yelling though? I mean, I feel like me and X are.
You tell me. I mean,
Yeah, I think we're
maybe
just
not.
moving in quiet. I'm gonna grab my
Okay.
grab my sword and draw it out as we come in.
I have
just-
a bow knock.
I guess I'll pull both of them out. As I'm grabbing my sword, do I sense anything?
All right, let me drop you on the map here. Let's see. We had Huck and Drug. That's everyone. All right, so you guys were right there, going in.
I'm still seeing the black screen disc.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have dark vision, do you have dark vision? You're an
I'm-
elf,
I'm
right?
High elf, yeah.
Oh,
You're
well then,
not a
hold on,
high elf,
hold
you're
on.
a sun elf.
There you
Which
go.
is a snooty high
See
elf.
it now?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I was scrolling out, like zooming out as far as I could. I'm like, all I see is black.
It's a
When-
big map, lots of black.
Diz, I'm gonna need you to give me a word that I would know from the elven community that I was from.
Uh-huh.
Something that would have been left with me at birth or at drop off to the monastery.
Mhm.
But when Sir Eldrick says, "I've got your back, everybody get out," I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and say, "That thing didn't seem to like you very much. maybe you should come with me. It's time I introduce you to my friend. And as I say that, I'm going to say whatever word I would have from the monastery.
You're going to have to give me more than that. What
like
word
a name of somebody that would have dropped me
at
off
the monastery? Okay.
No, like the tags that you get like when babies are dropped off, they always have some little memento from their family.
Okay.
But you can come up with that later. It doesn't have to be right now.
Depressing orphan shit.
But I say whatever that word is gonna be, and a fire elemental spawns, and I look at him and go, friend, nothing follows us. And I turn and start to leave.
All right.
Yeah.
A fire elemental.
That's new.
So
I'm so confused.
Just
right
comes
now.
up out of the floor. Just kind of nods at you.
Is it readily apparent that Yarman made the fire elemental show up?
I mean, pretty obvious. It's standing right next to him.
And I talk to it.
Step back.
The fire elemental is wearing a shirt that says "I'm with Yarman."
I'm with Yarman.
If it wouldn't immediately burn, I would want that to be so canon. And it would point whatever direction is not pointing to me.
But like the letters are all wrong with Yarman.
Yeah.
So you guys are on the map down there. The other party, you are entering, like you're running into the room at this point, or sneaking into the room. Malnock, you said that you draw your sword.
Yep, I pull them out, and based on what happened earlier,
It's almost
do I
like an
sense-
absence of
Okay.
of power. Yeah,
Okay.
like the resonance of what was there.
I want to move in to here.
Okay.
And just look around and say, what
As
the
you
hell is going on?
As you walk in, you see the most confused wood elf you have ever seen in your entire life. It's just trying to put together how in the hell Special Ed Yarman just conjured a fire elemental behind him, and he's just like, and I'm still holding. I don't know how big is this gem. This
Fire element of the gym. I mean, it's like the size of your hand. It's like a softball. Like
yeah, I've just got like tucked under my arm. This gigantic red, just like. Yeah, I think we should leave. And then I just walk past Exile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything?
During this time, I walked in behind Exire, and I wanted to just look around and see if I noticed the ruin on the floor.
Just roll a perception, just to see if you pick up on it.
I run up and hug Exire and pick him up and start like flinging him.
Oh God! Ow! Okay. It's good to see you too.
What was that?
I'm holding back. I've got the dagger in my hand. I'm not like actively threatening, but I'm like, they know these guys. Okay. This isn't horrible, but like, okay.
I'll turn
Roll
to
a
Kyra and go,
15.
these are the rest of our companions. We'll do introductions later.
All right, Adara, you do see the ruins on the floor, like right where the table is on them. The table's no longer there. It's kind of crushed up against the wall.
Right.
Except
You
her,
see
I know
these
the word.
ruins on the floor in a circle.
You're just gonna hear Adara go, interesting. And can I like investigate them? Can I look at them?
Yeah.
See if I know what they are?
You would recognize it as like a teleportation circle.
Okay.
How do you
Just
investigate
immediately.
it though?
Honestly, I would see her walking around the floor, kind of looking at the ruins, and she'll bend down softly and just kind of run her hand along it. And she'll go, And
When she bends down and touches it, it flashes to me that that's what he did. And I'm going to get between Exire and her and put up my fist and go, she's one of them, Exire.
What?
If you want to investigate the actual ruins, you can roll an Arcana.
Yeah, I'm
Arcana.
gonna roll an Arcana. I'm gonna look up immediately and look to him and say, sorry to startle you. I was just looking at the markings on the floor. Did you notice?
Yeah, like I was telling Exire earlier, the guy knelt down there and then disappeared.
What guy? Can someone please tell me what happened?
The guy with the long hair that was sleeping down here.
At this point, I walk back in and go, okay.
I got a 24, by the way.
Apparently there was a vampire and somebody grabbed this gem.
I wonder who.
I'm still holding the gem in my hand. Somebody grabbed the gem off the pedestal, and then I point at Riken's character, and then he pushed it open. I think the gem had nothing to do with him pushing the coffin open. And then
there was a sword too.
Yeah, sword something, I don't know. And then it bit Raz, and then it touched that circle, and then it disappeared. Can we go now?
I rolled a 24.
And disappear too. Could we?
So the whole time this has been happening, Galen is standing watch.
Okay.
The direction we came in.
So Adara, you kind of run your fingers over the different ruins. You can't really like make them out exactly, but they look like maybe like an old form of like elvish ruins or something. Something that you would have like. They kind of look like ruins that you would have seen before, but they're slightly different.
And upon like investigating, she's gonna say, these look somewhat familiar, like a teleportation marking. You said somebody left through here, and by what you're saying, it sounds like a vampire. If it's anything, I think we should leave. I agree. We wouldn't want anybody coming back.
I see the coffin. Can I walk over and
Yeah.
investigate that coffin? Because as soon as I heard vampire, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, roll an investigation. The top of it is laying over onto the floor, and then the base is still setting up on top of that platform.
Does this pertain to Fey, Fiend, or Undead?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it does.
That's a 19.
Okay. I mean, you look at the coffin, and there's nothing exactly special about the coffin that you pick up on. I mean, it does look like a very nice coffin. It's made of some like black type of stone. The interior is just like, it's padded and stuff like that, but it's like, you can tell it's really old.
Do the runes on the ground mean anything?
Oh yeah, sorry. There is a ruin that you do see, or like not a ruin, but like a marking. You do see that marking. I think it's in your
handouts,
in your journal there in handouts. I can pop it back up on the screen here. So that marking is on like the bottom end of the coffin there.
What marking?
Oh, it's
there.
up on
It's
roll
yeah.
20 there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Does that mean anything to me? I speak abyssal, common, infernal, and vampire.
No, it's not really like a rune or language. It just seems to be some type of symbol.
Just a marking.
Yep.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
I agree. We should
Do we see you do that, or you just don't
get out.
See me do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be sneaky.
But we should discuss this outside.
Agreed.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go
We
with
should
that.
make haste. Aren't we already supposed to be heading to the camp?
Diz, has Galen seen anything in the sewers the whole time I've been keeping watch?
A fire elemental.
Just the fire elemental, yeah. But that's all that you've seen.
Well, I never went into the room though.
Oh,
You did. You were just kind of hanging out up there. You would have saw as you came through the large mechanical tentacle monster kind of laying up on the side out there. That's all you've seen. You haven't seen any.
Okay.
It's really quiet
Just
over here on
making
this
sure
side.
we weren't
There's a lot
gonna
of
have a
water
fight
still
on the way
pouring
out.
in. It is still raining outside, so it's. What do you guys want to do? You don't have to walk all the way back out. You just have
Yeah,
to.
I'm getting out.
Yeah,
Sticking with
Zara-
whoever has light, because I can't see shit.
I
Hey,
turn and
Trios?
nod to the elemental and just.
It nods back.
Well, is the elemental giving off light?
He's not walking with us. He would, but he's not walking with us. I gave him the command that nothing will follow us out of this room.
How long does it last?
It's hold on. I gotta pull up the.
Is anybody doing anything else, or is everybody just leaving?
Well, right before they're ready to go, Galen will send a message to Exire and say, looks like the path is still clear from where we came in. I see nothing to get us out.
It lasts up to 1 hour.
Okay. All right.
And because it's a magic item, it's a concentration, but from a magic item, does that mean the item has to maintain concentration?
It's really weird with those things, right? So it's
it
almost
says
like
you-
there's no concentration. So
Yeah, it says it's as if you were casting the spell. It doesn't say it's a direct spell.
And they're using you as the conduit to cast it, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. If nobody's doing anything else, you guys exit back out of the sewer system there, just north of the keep. And what are you guys doing from here? You still hear the sound. I mean, it's still pouring the rain. You still hear the sounds of the kind of the mob of people. They're still out in the streets, like protesting around the keep. They're around the other side of the keep.
We have
Your
to get
echoes
Raz
of
to
it.
the camp.
Raz is just kind of dragging at this point, like he is just
I'll pick Raz up and put him on my
Drained.
shoulder to carry him.
okay.
Also, I'm keeping my eye on Raz.
Okay. Good to know.
We need to get to
Alright.
the camp. We told Zazu and the Duke to just stay at his place, right? And not go outside.
Yeah, they're
At Zazu's. Yeah.
You did. Yep.
Yeah, so we need to get going, and we need to make sure no one sees Raz. Do we know if there's another sewer exit that's closer to where we need to go in town? Or can we make our
You-
way through the sewers to that point?
You don't know, but you could try.
I think with the rain and the dark, I think we could be okay.
You think we could be okay?
Okay, I'll punch anybody that comes after us.
Oh,
That makes me
Yarvin.
feel a little better.
It's okay. I'll carry up the rear Exire. If somebody approaches, I'll send them to go check on the Duke.
Right. Do we have something that we can throw over Raz, a cloak, anything to maybe make him a little more inconspicuous? I mean, we are harboring a fugitive right now. Not that you did anything wrong, Raz. I'm not suggesting that.
Why don't you just tell people he's a drunk friend that you're taking home from the tavern?
I
Nobody's
think-
gonna look too closely. It's raining. They don't want to be out on the streets.
It makes sense.
A fine idea.
I can
Also-
help and assist if anybody.
I mean, I
Okay.
have
Most
a
of the people
disguise
here
kit.
aren't tall enough to see him.
I have a disguise kit.
I think if we just throw a hood over him. Raz, do you have a hood?
Yeah, he
With a
does have a
cloak?
hood.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, you can
Throw
see
it up
him.
and let's go.
Pulls it up over, even though he's kind of thrown over Thaffrac's shoulder. All right, so you guys are moving stealthily, or are you just moving quickly?
Stealthily?
quickly.
I
till we
don't know
get
what the
out of
fuck is going
sewers?
on, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
Am,
dash
am I
by.
able to be
Fast as
stealthy
we can be stealthy.
with somebody on my shoulders?
You can be, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say
stealthy.
quick till we get up top side, and then maybe stealthily.
I'm
to
moving
the
as
gate.
stealthily as chainmail. Okay.
All right. If you want to move stealthily, you will move slower through the town. But if everybody wants to roll a stealth check, and we need
God.
we need 2 additional rolls, one for Prugwan and one for Huck.
And Prugwan's in plate, right? So it's going to be a disadvantage.
I don't think Prugwan's in plate.
Oh, is he not?
I don't
I
think
can
so. Let me look.
I can roll for Prugwin and Huck unless someone else wants to.
Hey, Sly, you remember that first stealth roll I rolled on your campaign?
I can
The
roll
nat
for
one?
Huck. It don't matter.
Okay.
That's
just-
what
Yeah,
matches
you're
for
Huck.
this one.
That's right.
You've rolled a nat 1 on your first stealth roll in both of your campaigns.
Way to be. To be fair, I rolled a nat 2, so 5.
I rolled a nat 2 as well, so
With-
10.
With my stealth, I
Prugwin's
have
in
a
scale
5.
mail.
Prugwin's
So
in
Diz,
scale
we're
mail.
passing in
But it's
front of
not
the
one.
keep, right?
What's up?
I was asking Diz if we were passing in front of the keep.
How do I do that twice?
Talent.
Barely
Yeah,
hit
you're-
this
well, you're-
It's just me.
You have 2 routes. You can pass on the left
Maybe it's a
side
disadvantage.
of the keep where the mob is, or on the right side of the keep where there is no mob.
Yeah, Prugwin does
You
have
guys.
disadvantage on stealth.
I wasn't gonna roll stealth for Galen because he's the distraction if need be.
Should we go through the right though?
I would say probably going through the side that's opposite the riot would be better because all the guards would be focused on the riot.
Yes, away from the riot.
Unintelligent, but very wise.
I don't know what's happening, so I can't weigh in.
Are there any guards on the right hand side, Diz?
I'm confused by the question.
You said we could pass on the left or the right, mob or no mob. On the side
Yes.
with no mob, are there any guards watching?
How would you know? Are you scouting or what?
Yeah, I want to know if there's any. I want to see if there's any guards watching that side by the keep.
Okay. Or if you're sneaking over to do that, or you're just walking out to look
Oh,
in
I'm
the
just
middle
gonna
of the
walk
street.
up. I'm the
Okay.
distraction.
So you just walk out and roll a perception check.
Not that it matters, but I'm using Mask of the Wild, so they're not even sure if I'm with them anymore.
Okay.
Just folds into the rain.
Well, we had like 2 5s and a 10, so we're
That's
not being
18.
No one.
What was your roll?
18.
18. You don't see any guards. You feel like maybe they've been, at least close to the keep here, they've been pulled over to the, side of the keep with them, with the mob of people.
So I'll send a message to Exire and say, from what I can tell, there's no guards here. Y'all need to move quickly. Get into the shadows. I'll stay here and wait until you get out of sight.
To the right it is. Let's go.
That one. Goodness. Yeah. All right. All right. So you guys move stealthily as you can down the side of the keep. Let me pull up the map here.
Which is not very stealthy.
Nope.
Not
even
for
a
the
little bit.
group on those rolls.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I have
You're
a
a
plus
rogue,
8
I'm not
and still
very
only
stealthy.
got 10.
Okay, so
Did
you
anyone
move
roll for
down.
Prugwin?
I'm not sure. Did
I'll roll for Prugwin. He has disadvantage. He still rolled way better than
Disadvantage.
I do. It's natural 17 plus
Wow.
stuff.
All right, so as you kind of come out of the Resteps district there is a large road that goes all the way to the eastern gate. You have to cross this large road where you're not really undercover, of alleys or anything like that. So as you guys are crossing through there, you hear some guards shout from pretty far away, but they see you as I think the lowest roll was lady there. as Adara is crossing the road. She slips and falls and just splashes water everywhere and just soaking wet now. And she stands back up and turns around and looks and sees these guards, coming in your direction with like lanterns. So you guys, what do you want to do?
How far is the guards from me?
When I fall, just really quickly, her ears are gonna kind of flick back, obviously because she's irritated from being wet, and I'm going to look towards them and I'm going to say go, go, and kind of rush them along a little bit, and I'm going to try and gather myself as the guards come rushing forward.
I would.
I'm not gonna like rush, but I'm gonna try and let them go and at least kind of maybe use me as a distraction for a hot second.
How far are the guards from
Galen is behind you, I think, actually.
Yeah.
So
I'm bringing up the rear.
He was trailing.
So how far
he
are the guards?
He kind of helps you up off the ground. They are probably about, about I'd say about 100 feet away.
Okay.
Or more.
So I'll reach down and help her up and go, don't worry, they'll get away. Watch this. And I'll start walking towards the guards to slow them down.
Okay, the guards come rushing up. One of them's holding a lantern and a sword. The other is holding there's like two more, and they're holding like spears in their hands. And the one in the front says, he shines the light like right down in your face and says, "What are you doing out?"
And before you can speak, Galen, she's gonna grab your arm and say, "Thank you so kindly, sir, for taking me back to the inn. I'm so lost, and I do not know where I'm at this time. It's so dark and rainy. I appreciate you so much for the help. I'm sorry that I'm so wet. Sorry to interrupt you."
Oh, it's fine. I was waiting for these gentlemen. What I want to know is which one of you are in charge?
The one with the light says, "That's me."
Very well. Can you explain to me why the Duke was attacked in an estate that me and my fellow adventurers had to escort him pretty much to his secretary's home, and he has no guards?
Who would you be, sir?
I'm Galen. Duke knows me well.
I'll let you roll a persuasion check here.
All right. That's a 22.
22. Kind of steps back a little bit. You say that the Duke was attacked. He should be in the keep.
See, you're not much for being in charge, apparently. You know the person that came from Neverwinter, a Mr. Hearn?
Yes, Representative Hearn.
Do you know the estate that he was in?
Yes.
That estate is now vacant because Hearn was holding the Duke in some mind control.
It is true. I could see it when I was there. He was in a terrible state.
We saved the Duke, and he is now with Zazu at his home, unguarded.
Thank you for this information. We must go. And he turns and motions the other two, and they take off kind of back up the street that you guys came out of.
And as I turn, I wink at her and go, "See, told you I got this."
Excellent. we should probably keep going. I need to get dry. This is terrible.
We'll follow the team out slower. That way, if they catch us, we'll just redirect them to the Duke.
All right. So, the rest of the way down to the southern gate is pretty well through like alleyways. So you're able to sneak through as a group. You get down to the southern gate, and the gate is guarded at this. It's still open. Even at this hour, it is open, but it is guarded. There are 2 guards standing there that you can see, but you feel like there's probably more around. What do you guys want to do?
How close are we to the inn from the southern gate?
The inn, you would have
mine is
passed
at.
the inn. I mean, if you wanted to go to the inn, you could have already went there. So,
Well, no, I'm just wondering distance to where Miley's at.
it is. I don't. Let's see. I think that's meters or something. It says about 100 meters. I guess I'm not sure. It says 100 m on the legend on this map, so it's roughly about 100 meters. So that's what, 300 feet, 300
feet.
Yeah.
I know where the camp is, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think there's only 2 of you that don't. The 2 new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Exile and go, think I can outrun him?
I'm fairly certain you can.
Well, get to cover. And I wait for all of them to get hidden.
Mhm.
And then I kind of go out into the street and I make a lot of noise and get their attention. And then I take off running into an alleyway on the other side of the street.
Yarman walks out into the middle of the street. It's pouring the rain. It's almost like the scene from The Matrix, like the 3rd one, where he just, they just walks out in the middle. Except he doesn't have sunglasses on.
Or the nice black trench coat.
Picks up a rock and just throws it, and it lands right at their feet. And he waves at them, and they're like, they just kind of run up at you. You turn around to run.
I turn and I start trying to go alleyways to get them to chase me through alleys.
How fast are you?
45 feet per
45 feet
per turn.
Okay, so they run after him, and then they disappear down an alley. What do you guys want to do?
Check
Are you
to see if
stealthily
there's
trying
any
to
more
move
guards.
out the gate at this point,
As
or
soon as they're
what?
clear,
You want to
I think
look?
we try to move through the gate.
Yeah, I'm following the group.
Okay.
Get-
Just roll
Galen
another
wants to check for others.
You want to look for, so
Check, see
roll a
if there's any
perception
other
check.
guards in the 2.
Roll a perception. Then everybody can roll a stealth check, as everyone except for Yarman at this point.
That is
9.
a 17.
17.
23.
14.
At 20.
Hey.
20. Nice.
And Kara, it was the new dice.
Let's go.
So we need Prugwin and Huck as well.
You don't want me rolling that.
Yeah. Why did I roll decent for Prugman? Prugman got a 16.
16?
I'm trying to stay close enough that they can see me, but far enough away that the shadows kind of mask like features. They can't really tell what I look like.
Eldrick rolled a natural 1? Or just got a 1?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, we're terrible.
If you
Yeah, I
guys
roll-
caught when I
roll
rolled a
stealth
nat
with
fucking
disadvantage.
20.
Okay.
Chainmail.
So it was
What
either a
is-
5 or a 1.
Loud ass motherfucker.
I am. It's all this armor.
It's raining and thundering and they're chasing me, though. They might not notice.
All right, perception. What did you get?
17.
17. You look around. You don't see anyone on the ground, but up on top of the walls there, you do see a couple of guards, one on each side of like where the gate is, and they're kind of looking over.
On the side closest to us on where we're going to make the turn, can I fire a shot with a vanishing arrow and make him disappear?
You can
They're
roll.
just doing their jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're doing ours.
What's your range?
I mean, I'm
Range
just,
is
escaping from prison.
Again.
150 to 600.
Okay. So it would be within range. So if you want to fire a shot, does it do damage?
Let's see. Banishing arrow.
Yeah, I think it does.
An arrow.
Mhm.
Creature must make a charisma saving throw or be banished. It doesn't hit anything until I hit a higher level.
Okay. All right.
Oh, really?
You can roll an attack. As you guys are
Because
starting
on
to sneak
18th
out.
level, I do 2d6 force damage on a hit.
Okay. As you guys are starting to sneak out, Galen just pulls an arrow out and it kind of just lights it with magic a little bit. And go ahead and roll your attack.
So attack is 15 plus 11, so 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
And I need
so
you to make a charisma saving throw.
Is there damage? So you want to roll that if there is.
Because what it says is, while banished, the target speed 0 is incapacitated. At the end of the next turn, the target appears in the space it was vacant or nearest. At 18th level, it does 2d6 force damage.
Right, but don't you still do the damage from your arrow in general? I thought it still did the regular damage.
It says creature hit by your arrow must succeed a charisma saving throw or be banished.
So it is hit by the. So it's hit by the arrow. So you would probably have to roll for the damage on the arrow. Plus, if there's force damage, roll that as well.
Well, that says at 18th level, so I don't
at
have
18th
any
level.
force damage till then.
Okay, so just the arrow damage.
Yeah,
then.
just the arrow damage. I'm pretty sure.
But you now could take out a lowling city guard with one arrow.
So what's the DC as well?
11 charisma.
Okay, I rolled a natural 13.
All right then, so I guess I'm going to kill him because that was a 7 plus 6, so 13.
13. This hits him. He's like,
The true banishment. Death.
True banishment. Oh, my
you hear the other guy say, "What?" He's like, "Someone's fucking shot me." All right, you guys sneaking out, or while this is going on? All right. So you guys are just kind of sneaking through the gate as this is going on. Galen, are
Deuces, motherfuckers.
Are you joining them?
I'm going to let them get out before I try to leave.
Okay. Yarman runs all the way back around and is.
I'm not going out the gate. I want to lead them to the. I want to lead them to where they think they have me trapped in the city wall at the city wall.
Okay, so
Where
you're
there's
running
no
over to the southern, not where the gate is, though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So as you see your party members slipping through the gate there, you see the guy looking back over with the arrow sticking out of his left shoulder. He's still just he's looking. The rain's still just pouring down. But your party has exited the gate. You joining them, or you just gonna
now
shoot
that
him
they're
again?
clear, I'll try to leave.
Okay.
Would we have seen our party member just attempt to murder a guard?
Yeah, it happened while you were sneaking past him. Yeah.
Okay.
You can roll a stealth check there, Galen.
Nope.
As your
That's 24.
24. Okay. Oh, actually, I would say with disadvantage since they are actively looking for who shot the one guy at this point.
Okay, so 21.
21. Okay. All right. I'll roll here. I doubt I can beat that. Okay. Yep. All right. So you kind of slip through. Yarman, you have reached the wall there. The guards come around with their spears out.
I'm gonna
breathing hard.
Oh, you'll need better cardio. And I'm gonna do bonus action step of the wind, and wings are gonna unfurl out of my back, and I'm gonna fly over the wall and out.
He's like, bye.
All right, so they're gonna throw their spears at you. So because they are pissed. Actually, that may hit. So let me look here.
Oh, please hit. Please.
Sly's like, fight me. Do it. Do it.
Fight me, you
Do
won't.
it.
Do it, you won't.
Oh,
Let me
Lord.
look up the bonus.
Hey, guard, what that spear do?
That is an
It's a spear of banishment.
that is an 18.
Norman just disappears.
Spear of grounding.
Daggerford just invested in his
yanked
new
the arrow
spear.
out of his shoulder, taped it to the spear. Threw it
That
in
is
the
Bad
armor.
at him.
An 18 and a 17.
Both hit.
Both hit. Okay.
I'm gonna catch one of them.
Oh, okay. So you don't take damage from the one.
Well, I gotta. It depends on how much damage it.
All right.
Right. So
I'll drop that one.
Can you spend a key point
All
to
right,
get an extra reaction and catch the other
so-
one?
I can't get an extra reaction yet. I have an idea though.
All right. So the first one does 7 points of damage. The second one does 4 points of damage.
Okay, so I catch the 7, the first one,
Okay.
because I rolled a 3 plus 11, so I reduce it to 0. And because I reduce it to 0, I can throw it back. I want to try to throw it at the second spear that's coming at me.
You want to throw it at the second sphere? Okay, I'll allow it.
Oh my God.
Roll an attack.
He's trying to do a Robin Hood and split it down
This
the
is
middle.
going to be really difficult.
Oh,
momentarily.
that's not a nat 20, but it is an 18. I'm assuming I don't have a spear in my inventory. I'm assuming I'm proficient and it's dex, right? I can add a spear, I guess.
I don't know if you are proficient, but
Let me see. I can add a spear.
And you're a fucking monk.
Yeah.
I would think. Yeah, actually, you are. I do know monks can use spears.
Yeah. So, add. Let me add that real quick.
So what was the roll? Completely 18 plus.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out real quick.
A lot of numbers. Hold on a minute.
Well, I got to
It's,
see what a spear-
proficiency in dex.
Yeah. So, 18 plus 8. So 26. No. 20,
Yes.
25, 26, one of those. Yeah.
26.
26.
26. He's proficient
Math is
weapons, not
hard.
in math.
Okay, so you hit the other spear somehow, and they both just hit the ground.
The good old fleet and eat.
The last thing you see is the guards walking over to pick up their spears as you sail over the wall.
And because I used the bonus action, I have 90 feet of flight speed. So that should be enough to get me over and then at least close to back down to where I can like do the drop run thing.
Okay.
Also, Yarman is now known as the ghost of Daggerford.
Yes.
All right. So you guys are making your way back to the camp, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Okay.
following. I don't know
I'm
where
just
the fuck we're
following
going.
too.
So as it takes you a little while to get down that way, so but it's late at night. There's no one out. It's pouring the rain, mud everywhere.
Perfect.
When
You're
Yarman
flying.
lands,
But you're
When Yarman-
soaked. Can birds fly in the rain?
it's
these
dragon wings,
feathers?
first of all.
Okay, all right, dragon wings.
But
Fucking bats fly in the rain.
Can
when
bats fly?
Yarman
Let me Google
lands-
this.
when Yarman lands, he's immediately just gonna start because he doesn't know how the earrings work.
Yeah.
He's just gonna start telling Exire everything that just happened. It was so. I took them around the alley, and then I flew over the wall. They tried to hit me with spears, and I caught one and I threw it. I'm gonna tell him everything while I'm walking, and everybody that has an earring hears it. But I think I'm just telling Exire.
Okay. All right. You fly at 90 feet. Are you guys sprinting or
I would say
you guys
once we
just
got-
making a good pace?
Once we got outside, probably just make a good pace, and we're not gonna like
All right.
no one's chasing
So,
us.
It probably takes you guys about like close to an hour to get all the way back down to the camp. Yarman gets there in a third of that time, so he has a lot of time to kill. So he's just hanging out at the camp. So Yarman,
I start a little fire. I get things ready for him, you know.
So Yarman, while you're standing there by yourself, you hear this weird, like, it's like a swooshing sound. It's just like, it's just repeating. It's just like that over and over and over again. As this, you hear this like rush of wind kind of, and then you see that as you kind of turn around, you see this like lights. It is off like to the west of where you are, just a little bit.
I'm gonna message him and go, Exar, where are you? I think the ship may be coming. It might be here.
You're already back at camp?
Yeah, y'all are really slow.
God, you're fucking fast.
Yeah, y'all are slow.
I don't think we're slow. I think you're fast.
Sure, but I think the airship's almost here.
Okay.
At least I hope that's an airship.
I hope so too. Don't die.
It's aliens.
I hope I don't die.
If you see light, go away from it.
There's a lot of light.
I don't know, like
I'm gonna turn and
hide behind a
start
tree or
walking.
something.
Oh, yeah, I hide. I just hide in a tree by a tree. I do exactly what he tells me.
All right, you hide. Roll a stealth check. So.
I'm gonna DM that to you because that could come in useful later.
Okay. All right. So another 20 minutes go by, and you guys finally make it back to the camp. You can see like the glowing of what you assume is the airship, kind of just past the camp onto the west.
Well, I think that's our ride, or at least your ride, Raz. Probably our ride too.
How
We should
does
probably
he
get the
look,
fuck
by
out of
the
here.
way? How does Raz
Yeah, I was
look?
going to ask.
Raz looks really weakened. Like he's very pale. There's like dark circles under his eyes. Like he looks deathly at this point.
He hasn't tried to bite me, has he?
No, he hasn't tried to bite anyone as of yet.
Can I take a look at him?
Yeah.
Do I recognize any of these symptoms?
I mean, he looks deathly, but nothing like you would recognize as.
Okay.
Given this is a little almost completely different, so
Raz,
similar
look
but
like shit.
completely different.
So I'll walk over to him. Not that this will do anything, but I cast lesser restoration and
Okay.
see what happens to him.
Okay. You just kind of put your hands on him. Your hands kind of glow green for a second.
I'm going for disease. I mean, I know that there's no condition on him, but
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, after you're done, he looks about the same, but you don't know if even if
slap
what
him
you
on
would
the
have done
back
would have
and-
been instantaneous.
Yeah, I slapped him on the back and said, "Well, I gave it a try," and then I turn and walk off.
So as you guys get back to camp, did you message me your role?
I did.
What you did? Oh goodness, I got a bunch of messages. Okay. You do not see Yarman.
Yarman, where are you?
About the time that Mal says, well, that looks like our ride or your ride, I want to pop out from right behind him and go, oh, thank God. I thought I was going to die.
Oh my God. So, what?
You had me worried when you told me I needed to hide. I didn't know what that was.
Go sit down.
I turn and look at Thavrak and go, do you smell that? It smells like somebody's shit near the camp.
Was it you?
No, I think it was Exire.
Oh, Clan, feel free to jump in as Huck as you see fit.
was going to say, Huck comes up to Exire and goes, I'm glad I'm not the only one that soiled themselves there, Steve.
God, Steve. Yeah, Huck. Yeah. All right.
But I did it like 20 minutes ago. I don't run very well.
Huck, do you have to go to the bathroom?
Doesn't everybody?
I didn't think robots went to the bathroom.
We have a robot?
I'd like to officially request that Russ and Clandis change characters.
I agree. I have a much better time with Huck than I do. Hold on before we do it. I need to walk Balderdash. And I'll say, Balderdash, come here, boy. And I cast Find Familiar.
You guys see just out, like it's almost like the rain is falling, and all of a sudden this like formation is it's like raindrops are hitting something invisible, and then magic just kind of swirls, and you see this large dog kind of is galloping through the rain and kind of runs right up to Huck.
I'll be damned.
There really was a dog?
Yeah, at this point, Morwen stands up from the campfire and goes, okay, we've all been in the woods a while. Does everybody see the dog?
I see the dog.
I haven't been in the
see
woods and I see a dog.
Okay, thank God.
You guys didn't see it's
Why
Balderdash.
is there a dog?
He's been with me the entire time.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dar's standing there looking at the dog, also looking at the sky, getting somewhat still wet. Can we go inside or somewhere?
So
We're in the
you
woods.
see the
Inside?
lights and you hear the noises, just like the humming sound of like magic coming from the western side, just past the camp.
Oh, the subtle hum of magic.
Listen, that's visible
He goes,
and probably auditory from the city. If we're gonna get on it, we should do it now.
Yes,
Hold on, let me walk the dog.
yeah.
He'll be fine.
You can walk it.
Yeah, I
There.
point at Exire and go, yes, what he says. Go
What if he makes a mess?
Well, as long as you don't mind if I tag along.
Yes, by all means, come with
Yeah.
us.
Right.
Oh,
Come
we need
with
to
us
get
if you want to live. Or
we need to
Probably
get her
best
something to
I don't
use.
stay here.
I don't know if she's gonna live necessarily with us.
Yeah, that's a bold statement.
We did almost kill her just not too
Yeah.
long ago.
I can't back that up, Cotton. Sorry.
She didn't die.
I said almost.
Yet.
No,
But
I
I
just
shall
had acid
guarantee her
spit into
safety.
myself.
But did she? Are you out of your cell?
I am, and I'm indebted.
Did
to
you die?
I did not.
Then I did my
you
job.
die?
You're right.
You
I
asked
am
me
in
to
your
get you
debt.
out.
When did we almost die?
Ah,
Oh, you missed the vampire.
I think for you it was when you woke up this morning.
Oh, that was an experience.
Like, Huck, did you not remember the fight with Herd?
Who's
He had
Herd?
a shooter that almost killed Prugwin twice.
we say as we're walking to the
I was gonna
ship.
say I'm gonna start walking to the ship.
Yeah, I'm walking with them,
Kinda
and
like
I'm just in
following.
my head, I'm just like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into here? Like,
Balderdash, come here, boy. We're going to take a trip on this magic flying ship.
we're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Oh god! Everybody, pat your lap.
Try not to shit on the boat, though.
You two
Norman has his
Heather.
nose.
Are you guys moving
Who are
over
you telling
to
that?
Yep.
the
Yep.
ship?
Yeah, I'm going along. I have concerns, but I'm going along.
Steve, are you coming?
Steve
Don't
is
forget
distracted by his
Steve.
fiance.
He's got a
so-
familiar too.
You guys make your way over. There is like a rope ladder kind of hanging down from the ship.
Up we climb.
Nobody,
I'm
Start climbing?
at my
start-
road.
How high is the ship?
It's probably, I don't know, like 200, 300 feet off the ground.
How many key points do I have?
Just jumps.
Yeah.
His hands on the ship deck.
I only have one. I used all of my abilities. I could go. Well, how does that work, Diz? If I action dash and then bonus action step of the wind, is it 45, 45, 45? Or is
Say
it,
that again.
if I use my action to dash
Yeah.
and bonus action to step of the wind, is
Yeah.
it 45, 45, 45?
So I always like to say that dash doubled your total movement, but after like reading what other people do and stuff like that, dash doubles your base movement
Okay.
instead of your total movement. But I would say that you would have 45 and 45 as dash, and then step of the wind would add whatever on top of that.
Well, step of the wind is just another dash.
Oh.
It doubles my movement.
It would double it as well, so you would have 345s then.
Okay. Yeah, so I couldn't
Yeah.
make it all the way up there.
You can't triple stamp a double stamp.
I don't know if I'm correct on that, but that's how
That's-
I guess we'll play it for now.
That's a fine ruling. I'm okay with that. I
State
just was
law.
trying to figure out if I can make it all the way up there. I still use my key point to fly as far up the ladder as I can. So 135 feet up the ladder, and then I grab on and I start.
Is he always like that?
Yes.
Yes.
Adara's
Yes.
just gonna nimbly climb it easily because she's pretty proficient in climbing.
Who, Bobby?
Bobby.
You guys
Sure.
make it up onto the ship. The ship,
Let Kyrie go first because I don't know them.
Oh, I'm not going first.
Well, I'm gonna
Hell
let you go
no.
before I go because I don't want you behind me. I don't know
Look
you.
at my
How does a
robe.
dagger?
I mean, that's true.
Am I still
It's
holding
Exire's
Raz
dagger.
for all this?
you
Yes,
are, yeah,
exactly.
you're climbing with
All
one
right,
hand
so
up
I'm
the
going
thing.
up first with Raz on my shoulder. I'm bringing him up first.
Okay. At the top of the ladder is a purple tiefling wearing just like a brown coat, white shirt, kind of reaches over and helps pull Raz up on. He says, Raz, it is good to see you, my friend. This way. You look deadly ill. Oh, you have many friends with you, Captain. I guess I will put them below.
He got bit by something.
Yeah.
He looks fine to
Well,
me. Just walk it
I
off.
like that Diz is doing my tiefling voice, which is the official voice of all tieflings.
Well,
I thought it was
So
law.
while Thabarak doesn't have an issue with tieflings, I personally have an issue.
With tieflings?
Sir, you are out.
God damn it!
Alright. All right,
fault.
so
I heard they were all demon lords. I mean,
as you guys are climbing up,
eventually.
the ship, it has like
201.
it has like large like crystals kind of mounted underneath of it that have like it's just kind of radiating magic down off of them. There's two on the back and one on the front, and as you're climbing up onto the ship is, you think airship, you think of this large ship. This is a small ship. I mean, this is it's like maybe, let's see if I can
It's an air dinghy.
Air dinghy.
it's about 70 it's about 70 foot long and about like 35 feet across. I mean, it is not this massive airship that you guys
Small ship.
probably thought that you were getting on.
Not the size of the airship, Diz. It's
How you
the
use it.
The way you
of
use
the
it.
ocean.
exactly.
Let
Jesus.
me throw this map up on the screen
Gosh.
for you guys so you guys have a visual of it.
Calling people out for small airships. God.
And who's the captain here?
You haven't met the captain as of yet. You guys are still climbing up onto the ship. As you're coming up onto the ship, the tiefling is taking Raz below the decks. You see a shirtless dwarf up, like if anybody's looking up, you see like a shirtless dwarf kind of looking over. Looks really old. He's holding a bottle in one hand, just clinking against the side. He's like been in a crow's nest. You see another dwarf towards the back of the ship. He looks a little more finely dressed, but is drenched at this point. There is a female halfling. She's got like almost like satchels like around her hips that have like something tucked in there. Like you can't really make it out at the moment. And then you see another like elvish looking character towards the bow of the ship. He's just really stiff. Like I would say, he's really stiff backed, and he's just kind of standing really straight. And then the tiefling, of course, has led Raz below decks. So as this is happening, what you would assume is the captain walks over and find my notes. Good evening.
Hi.
Did you all make it? Okay. See, you brought Raz.
Managed.
I'm Captain Finkel.
Captain Finkel?
Fankon. It's Fankeln.
Letters mean nothing to me.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't spell it to you. Yeah, I'm just spelling it for you.
Captain Finkel.
Captain.
Sorry about the tight quarters here, but it's the best we have, and I'll have to stow you all below decks.
I point up at the dwarf and go, "Who's that?"
Him. That's Ragnik.
I like his style.
He's been with me a long time. Trustworthy chap.
Excuse me, Captain.
Yes, sir.
My name is Sir Eldrick. I am a paladin. Believe that we will need to keep an eye on Raz very closely.
Is he not well? Is he injured?
He was
He was bitten by a vampire. I believe he may turn.
I do not know of these things, but yes, we will keep an eye on him. Regardless, welcome to the Elder Ullman, and hopefully we will make it quickly to the north without any mishaps. Please, I have to ask you to go below decks.
I'll head below deck and I will search out where Raz is.
Okay.
I'll follow as well, just to get out of the rain. She's tired of being wet.
All right, they're pulling up the ladder as that's happening, as you guys are going below decks. I mean, you guys do whatever you want to do, but unless you tell me different, I'm going to assume that you guys go below decks. So
I'm walking with them, and I lean over to Sir Eldrick and go, "Thank God y'all knew what he was talking about. I thought he said he wanted us to blow dicks."
That is very different from what I heard.
Yeah, I don't want to blow you anywhere.
Nor do I want you to do that as well.
Like,
Poor soul.
if you were to be blown, you would fall off the ship.
That is true. It would hurt very badly.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt you again.
That would be me. I would prefer you not do that either.
Yeah.
So,
Can I stay above deck for a second?
sure, yeah.
Cool.
So they're
Hearing
they're
the
in the
weird
process of
conversation.
pulling the ladder up at the moment. If you want to do anything,
I just want to lean over to the captain and say, excuse me, a moment of your time.
sure. He kind of walks off to the side with you.
Can you it's been a crazy couple of days. Can you remind me our heading again?
Oh yes, we're heading north. To the ruins of Waterdeep.
Right. That's what I thought. Is it would it be alright if I stayed above deck just for a little bit?
It's on you, but yes. You can do as you wish.
Fantastic. Can I see anything below us, or is it just clouds and storm?
It's so dark and stormy you can't really see. You might be able to see the tops of the trees. You'd see the glow of like maybe the magic that might light up some of the trees.
Can I just go find like a place, I guess, off to the side if there is, where I can maybe grab onto a rope or something so I don't fall off. Just hold on somewhere and just pull out the sword and just kind of try to. I don't know. I still don't know how this thing works really. I don't really understand it, so I'm just grabbing, like holding onto the sword, kind of have it drawn, holding it in one hand, and just trying to extend my consciousness or connect my consciousness with it to get any kind of ping or inclination as to what I had felt earlier.
So as you're doing that, do you close your eyes or are you just kind of?
I mean, I might.
Are you just kind of concentrating?
Yeah, I kind of concentrate and maybe. No, I'd probably close my eyes. You know, you got rain coming in towards my face. Close my eyes so the rain doesn't get in my eyes.
All right. So as you're doing that, you hear some footsteps coming towards you.
I open my eyes and turn around.
Okay. You see the female halfling kind of coming towards you. She has a bit of a kind of a shake, at the hips there, as she's walking, just like over exaggerated almost. As she approaches you and says, "Honey, you may want to not hold on to that rope. Hold on to this one right here."
Oh, right. Sorry, it's not as well versed in ships as you are.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you be safe right here. Since you're gonna stay up here with us then?
For a time, if there's any way I can be of any help, let me know. But I doubt it. I'm not really familiar.
Sure. And she reaches down and kind of pinches you on the cheek. I sure will let you know. And she turns around, and as she does, you can see like the packs on her hips is just stuffed with like tools. Like there's handles of different tools right there. And she kind of makes her way back up. And they're finally getting the rope up, and you feel the ship just start to kind of start to move. You feel the momentum of it. As that happens. Oh no, sorry. Let me look real quick before I go.
Kind of got to make sure on that before you take off.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it because it was selected. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so as
before Kyrie goes below, she's just gonna pause for a minute and just kind of take in the ship, just because it's been a while since she's actually, been on a ship deck, and then she's just gonna close her eyes and lift her head to the rain, breathe for a second, and then go below.
Okay. You respond to this. All right, so I'll get notified. The ships, you feel it start to go up, and all of a sudden it kind of like jerks suddenly, like to the left, and then it just kind of, it's still going. You can feel the momentum of it going, but it feels like very turbulent, like you've ever experienced turbulence.
Malnox is still holding the rope, but he's flying in the wind behind the ship at this point.
Just call Exire in the wind.
I will be right back. I gotta put the kids down.
Yeah.
All right. Let me
Like-
do another whisper here to someone else real quick.
As people are coming down and we're feeling the turbulence, you can see Adara. She's in the corner near any kind of heat source, if there is one, kind of wringing out her stuff and her cloak, and this is going to be apparently quite a bumpy ride, it seems. And she's just, you can tell she's aggravated just from being outside in the rain, and she's just wringing out her clothes and trying to get dry.
Well, while she does that, Galen walks up and puts a hand on her shoulder and casts prestidigitation as he makes contact.
Sure.
And she's just gonna have a nice sigh, and you'll see her ears perk up a little bit, and she'll just be like, "Thank you. As you can tell, cats aren't exactly fond of water."
So I'm sorry, the tiefling is down there with you guys, and the ship jerks. He's like, "Oh, well, that doesn't feel right at all. I wouldn't worry about it though. My name is Ansel, by the way. I didn't get your names."
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna bow immediately, and just give a little nod and say, "Pleasure to meet you, Ansel. My name is Adara."
I'm Yarman.
Yarm, yes.
What was his name again? Forgot
I-
Ansel.
Ansel.
It's Ansael.
Okay.
Ansel.
Kyrie.
Given
He goes
Galen's
around and-
background does he
Yeah.
know what that felt like when the ship ruddered and shook?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know how familiar he would have been with that. He might be concerned, but he wouldn't know exactly. And with the storm going on and stuff, sounds and stuff would have been kind of muffled. So as he kind of gets whoever's name will give it to him, he says, "Oh yes, Raz. Let me. This is for you, of course. Your belongings from the jail. We had an inside man apparently, and he was able to recover this. Sadly, he wasn't able to recover you, but these fine people did that. So here you go." And he sets like this bag, just kind of clinks, and Raz is just kind of opens it and is just looking through it and says, pulls out a gun. And says, This is what I was missing. These other pieces of crap. And he's like, he takes out a bunch of stuff. And he's like, the rest of this isn't mine. It must have been someone else's.
Does the stuff look familiar?
Doesn't look familiar. You can look. You think it's yours?
Let's hope so. I'm gonna take a look, because I want my shit.
Yep. As you kind of look down on the bag, you're like, oh, big smile comes on your face as you see it is your missing stuff.
Yeah! Okay.
Ansel's like, yes.
Excited.
Ansel is here to please, of course. This is all because of me. I don't mean to be what is the word? Boisterous, but of course, if you want to thank anyone, you can thank me.
Oh, I do thank you, sir. Thank you.
I am the
She
modest
didn't even
one.
say
Load
that
up.
to me, and I got her out of the cell.
Yes, I did. Did I not say thank you? Oh, Yarman. Your dagger.
Oh, yeah. And I really quickly put it back in its sheath and hide it.
Not gonna lie, the way you motioned, I thought you put it back in his ass crack.
In the prison
Don't
wallet.
ask, don't tell.
I do carry the sheath in the back of the.
He only has pants on. To be
Yeah,
fair.
I'm only wearing pants.
Where
and
else
all
is
the
he gonna
stuff
keep
that-
stuff?
All the stuff that I need is up close in the front. I don't really need a dagger, but it's special.
Stays in the prison wallet.
So-
Mhm.
Next hour, you hear Ragnik from up above says, "What the hell was that? You trying to kill me down there?"
What
The
the hell
captain
was
says,
what?
the captain says, I thought you would know what it was. We couldn't see anything, but the ship is dragging to the left. And then the halfling, which I guess you guys don't know her name yet, is looking like she is like hanging over the side of the ship. Like Exire, you are freaked out at this point, probably. She is just like hanging like
Can I like
almost
run
to her
over and
feet.
like be ready to catch her if she falls?
Yeah.
Like, ah.
She's like, it looks like the rear left crystal is something's wrong with the holder. Captain's like, can you fix it? She's like, no, I can't. I had to set it down somewhere so I can repair it. The captain says, we'll make it as far as we can before we do this. And you just are pushing on. It's just the ship is really kind of vibrating. It feels just like at times like filled with the lightning and the thunder, the ship's just gonna pull apart. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about briefly while you're making this nerve-wracking journey north.
Question.
Hmm?
Since I already owned these magic items, do I need to reattune to them, or am I already?
You would reattune to them now because you hadn't
Okay.
had them. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but you should have enough time, right now
Okay.
to do it if you want to.
Oh, I do.
So
I've got my
can,
shit back. I'm happy.
So Galen looks at Ansel and says, "Can anyone go to the bridge?"
He looks at Ansel and asks if anybody can go outside.
Yeah, to the bridge.
But of course, I mean, you couldn't go out. I am not your master, as they would say.
But this is your vessel. I
It
was
is not
only
my
asking.
vessel. No, it is the captain's vessel.
Well, but you serve here. We do not.
I do, yes. Yes, you do as you wish, as long as you do not get in the way, of course.
Very well. And Galen's gonna make his way topside to talk to the captain.
Okay. Anybody else while he's doing that?
I'm staying below, getting reacquainted with my shit.
I'll head back down. And,
Also, Diz, you have a DM again.
Yes.
As I'm heading back down, I assume I see Galen. I'll tell him, and then as I get back downstairs, I'll tell everyone else. We're in for a rough night, it seems.
Well, that's why I came to talk to the captain. It felt like something hit the ship.
I don't know if something hit the ship, but there seems to be a problem with one of these crystals that's keeping us up in the air right now. They said they can't fix it here, and we're going to make it as far as we can before we put it down. Not sure how far that is, not sure what that means, or if we're going to blow up in the meantime, but might be a good idea to hold on to something.
I'll keep that in mind.
This day just keeps getting better and better.
And when we go back down, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to open up my whisper jar and hear every courageous thought I've ever had. To make me feel better right now.
Do you have a jar that just whispers compliments to you?
So I have a whisper jar, and when I open it, it's the playback of every courageous thought I've ever had to cover for how scared I am most of the time. So I just, anytime I'm scared, I just open my whisper jar and it's just positive affirmations.
And it tells you you're a brave boy.
Yes, it's just my affirmation jar.
You're good enough. You're smart enough.
And you know what? You don't have to attune to this. So if someone else opens it, Diz, does it give them their courageous thoughts?
I would think so, right?
Make it.
We want Exire's crazy.
No, make it Exire so
like
you can hear his inner pep talks.
I'd have to think about that one, so maybe.
We opened it up and hear Exire's voice.
I like to think that Exire's listening to the jar on one ear, and on the other ear, I'm right there telling him how great he is.
So just seeing Exile, like, because Exile is the first person that Adara had really walked into other than Galen, who's now up top. She's gonna kind of look at him opening the jar and just kind of like be a little like, okay, maybe not the best option. And she's gonna turn to Sir Eldritch and introduce herself to him and say hello as she
Sir
hasn't got to
Eldritch
meet him.
Blast.
Sir Eldritch Blast.
Sir Eldritch Blast.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we have met. Are you all friends?
We are compatriots.
It's a good term.
Ouch.
And goes back to his affirmation.
It's
I see that there are a few who are a little weary. Who's that guy over there? Not wearing the shirt.
Oh, that would be Yarman.
Not all there. And she kind of looks a little like awkward, like just for her interaction.
We're in a small space, right?
Aren't you listening to affirmations right now?
No, I can't hear his affirmations. I would be telling him, but we're in a small space, so wouldn't I be able to hear her say he's not all there?
I mean, it is a really small space, and unless they're specifically saying that they're trying to be quiet or something, then you would.
I look up and go, "No, I'm all here."
Any conversation.
Good. I'm so glad you're all here.
I start looking at hands and feet and go, "Yeah, no, I didn't lose any part of me. I'm here."
I will. As he says he's all there. You see Morwen wherever I'm sitting in relation, just going. I don't say anything.
There is a like spectral looking. No, I guess it's not spectral. It looks like just a real dog. It's looks like a big brown Great Dane. Just like it's like 3 inches from your face, just kind of
from me.
Yeah, it's walked over and is just kind of sniffing you.
Smell more nature.
All right, I will turn into. I'll use my last wild shaper and turn into an exactly identical dog.
And it gets real playful, like it gets down like.
Well, boys, this is how we die, because me and this dog are gonna tear this ship apart.
Yes.
And she's just gonna look and be like, well, we got a rowdy bunch, I'd say.
What's compatriot?
That is the least of it. Also, and he kind of leans closer to her and goes, Yarman is not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he hits very hard. He's very good at what he specializes in.
Not the sharpest tool in the shed, but useful. Got it.
At this point, I run between Sir Eldritch's legs and knock him down.
I look at Kyrie because they're still talking, and I go, "What's compatriot mean?"
My admiral, who let this beast on the ship?
Someone you travel with.
Oh, that would be me.
Friend.
I'm sorry. One of those
A
is
traveling
mine.
companion.
I don't know where the other one went.
Is he saying we're not friends?
He did actually.
I
say we're
just
not
met
friends.
you, so I can't speak.
Sir Eldrick, did you just say we're not friends?
No, I was saying that
How could you?
we're
Sir
not.
Eldrick?
All of the group is not friends yet because some of us are newer than others.
Yes,
But-
I appreciate the assist, but what exactly have I walked into here?
Oh, so you're new as well.
I don't know anymore. I thought we
I
were all
believe
friends.
the kids call it a clusterfuck.
I turn and put my back to everybody and kind of cross my arms and just sit there moping with my back to everybody.
I go over and sit down beside Yarman.
I look over and go, "Oh, puppy."
You've got a dog too.
The other dog kind of runs up and just smashes you into Yarman, just playfully.
I then try to, like, 8-year-old with the new puppy, try to wrestle with the dogs.
Okay. Yarman's wrestling with the dogs.
Aren't we Great
In the middle.
Danes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
So it's like two small horses.
And Yarman.
and Yarman.
And the hat. What are you? An elf or a
In,
half
in,
elf?
in
I'm
a
a full elf.
cramped space.
Are you a full elf?
If it didn't
Why
smell
did I
like wet
think you were a
dogs in here
halfling?
before now.
Galen, were you still going outside after you spoke to
Yes.
Exar, or were you staying?
Yes, I was gonna go talk
So
to
you're
Captain.
you're outside now. You find the captain steering the ship.
Captain,
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure what just happened upon our departure, but something feels off with the ship. Are we gonna need to
Yes.
sit down and make repairs before we make it to Waterdeep?
We're pushing as far as we can. That way, if there's anyone following us, maybe we can lose them. But yes, I don't know that we're going to be able to make it all the way this evening. We may have to wait and travel there under the under night of tomorrow. So
Well, I would rather not die in the air. But
so the halfling looks over does the same thing that she did when you were up there, Exire, and just leans over almost completely the side, like just about where you can just see her feet. And she comes back and says, Captain, we're going to have to set this thing down. All right, here we go. And he like moves some levers, and you feel the ship just start kind of dropping slowly.
when he hears that, Galen sends a message to Exire and says, apparently whatever's wrong with the crystal is bad enough. We're setting down.
Fantastic. Yes, I can't. I didn't want to sleep anyway tonight.
The ship comes down, and you're still up there, Galen. He's like, I think I can sit it down here, and kind of nestles it down right up against forest area. And you feel the ship kind of go down and just sink where it's barely hovering off the ground.
So, Captain, how long will this take to fix?
I'm not the one to ask. Yes, Lee. How long is this going to take? Well, I haven't even looked at it, honey. I'm going to have to get on the ship here before we can make any guesses at how long this is going to take. But you guys just hold your britches. I'll get you in a second.
Did you say her name was Isley?
Yes, Lee.
Okay.
She kind of throws the ladder over the side and starts climbing down. You can hear her over the side. Lordy, this is going to take a while. We're going to need some parts, too. You might as well set this thing all the way down. God, I hate doing this. The captain, shifts it, just like the levers a little bit, and you feel the ship just kind of set down on the ground.
So I guess I need to tell my fellow adventurers that we need to disembark and help, or set up camp, or
Let's let her look for a moment, and then we'll make a call on it.
very well.
So you stay up there, or you go back down below?
Oh, I'll stay up there till we figure out one way or the other. Then I'll head down to let them know.
All right. So probably about 20-30 minutes goes by, and the captain comes and opens the door and walks down. Looks like this is going to take a while. Plus, we're going to need some parts. Just anything metal really would work, but we need a lot of it.
Huck's made out of a lot of metal.
I saw some. Yeah, are you offering your friend here
Wait, what?
I don't have friends here. I have compatriots.
Yarman, Huck is
Right.
not going to be integrated into the propulsion system.
Well,
Also, not metal.
Don't
I saw
even know what
some,
any of that meant.
I saw what I thought looked like some ruins. Maybe there's some metal down there. Would you guys mind to check it out and see if maybe there's some scrap metal there that you could bring back that we could use?
Can we do
I don't
it
feel
in
like
the
we're far
morning?
from the city, but he just looks around, waiting for.
How far?
I shall go help with this.
How far?
Exire asked if we could do it in the morning.
It's a couple miles up that way. I mean, you can just. We
How
could,
far from the city are we?
No,
could
it's
camp
fine.
out
It's
here.
fine. We just broke out your friend from prison, fought off a crazy man, got shot a whole bunch of times tonight by someone very strong. I think I died actually at some point. But no, it's fine. I wouldn't want to inconvenience you. I'll go to the ruins right now.
To be honest, we're not really adventurers, and you guys seem to be well equipped for this type of work. Just in case there is something out there,
Right, I brought my dog.
It's fine.
and you have 2 dogs there. Yes.
Which way were the
yes,
ruins?
You can go tonight, or if you want to wait until the morning. We plan on not leaving again until nightfall anyway. So it is up to you. But we may want to disembark and camp in the forest. The rain is letting up some outside, so
How
won't be
far are we
that bad of a
from-
night.
How far are we from Daggerford right now, Captain?
Daggerford, being dark like this, it's hard to really tell.
How long have we been traveling?
You guys have been in the air probably about. Let me look at a map real quick. Where is Daggerford?
Well, we were already an hour outside of Daggerford.
I mean, assuming very
Look up
fast
one more
horses,
thing.
are we a half day's ride, a quarter day's ride away?
Let me check one thing.
Just need to know how much time we have once they realize Raz is gone.
I don't think it matters. If they're not leaving till nightfall tomorrow, we can do it in the morning.
I agree. I could definitely use a rest after.
Even if
everything
we
we've
go
been
right
through.
now, nightfall tomorrow. What he said.
My concern is that if we're not that far outside Daggerford right now and they leave tomorrow morning, would they get to us before nightfall?
It wouldn't matter if we're not leaving till nightfall anyway.
But we could
It
leave
would be,
earlier, is what I'm
They
saying.
get to us no
It would
matter
be
what.
hard to track which way we went, but if they got lucky, they could find us with their airships. We probably flew about 70 miles. We're close to the ruins of Waterdeep, but still we have a little ways to go.
I mean, right? I suppose there's nothing for it then. We sleep, go. We have some light to explore the ruins. And we hope they guess wrong.
Okay. So he starts going over, and him and Ansel are pulling out some cargo there. We have some tents here and sleeping bags. You guys disembark the ship. start setting up some camp. You guys
Where
can
everybody
bed
sets
down,
up-
or if you want to do anything before bedtime.
Where everybody sets up camp, I kind of go off to the side and isolate myself.
Okay.
Somewhere not directly right there with everybody.
All right.
I'm gonna ask Sir Eldridge, because he's the one who's been giving me the most straight answers lately. What exactly did Raz do that you broke him out? He didn't really talk much when we were in the cells together.
To be fair, I am not 100% certain, and I planned on asking my group exactly why we broke someone out of prison, because I don't necessarily have a problem with it as long as he's an okay person. But if he's not an okay person, then I have a slight ethical dilemma.
You're just gonna hear Dara come up from behind you slightly and say, maybe, we probably should have checked that before you break somebody out of prison, eh?
Well, wasn't really up to me per se. I'm kind of new to the group.
Okay,
Like I was the
I'm
new
just
guy
wondering-
before you guys were the new people.
I'm just wondering what exactly that acid spitting friend of yours got me pulled into here.
Well, let's see. If I can remember correctly from everything that I've heard so far, there was something about trying to kill the Duke. There was a demon. There were children. The other members of the party got caught up with it. There was another member of the party that left. He's not been back.
Who would you say has the most information, Sir Eldrick? Who knows exactly what we're on right now?
So, you probably want to talk to Exire. I think he's been around one of the longest.
He's the pale one?
Yeah, the one that kind of looks like a corpse that's up and walking around. Yeah, kind of shady. Yeah, that guy.
Also, and she's gonna look over to Kyrie. Weren't you in jail? What exactly were you there for?
Bit of bad luck. See, there was this gnome in the tavern. He thought he could lay some hands on me, and so I cut off his, and he happened to be a relative of the Duke. Not my best night.
That was justified.
I thought so. The guards didn't seem to agree, though. Nepotism.
True, but you know what? On that, I'll let that slide. That it was a worthy means of protecting yourself, so that will work, and we would be pleased.
All right. Well, personally, I'm off to find Exire and be like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?"
Exire, are you hard to find?
No, I'm just hanging out.
All right. While you're doing that,
Sitting.
everyone roll a perception check.
Perception.
Yep. And then somebody can roll for. Well, we won't worry about the other two.
Is this included if I'm not at the main camp? If I'm off?
Yep. Everyone. Yep.
Big ol'
This is-
8.
23.
I just want the highest roll.
I mean, mine's a 17, so hers is higher.
23.
23, 22, close. Anybody else? 23. We have two 23s.
Galen's
Okay.
at 22.
22. Okay. Did Riken say, or is he not there?
Riken
Maybe
is putting the kids away, I think.
That's fine. So the two 23s.
Away.
You hear what you kind of overhear is Yesley speaking to the captain in a hushed voice. Just at some point during this evening, before you guys kind of completely bed down, you hear her say, "Captain, it's the strangest thing. The holder there, it is completely destroyed, but it looks like something like shot it or exploded it. I expected to see something from the crystal side, but it was something from the outside, like somebody was trying to take us down.
Do I hear this?
Captain just
or
looks
are they
really
No,
concerned.
only Yarman
Just
and I.
just the two that rolled 23s. So that's Yarman and Adara.
Adara. Upon hearing this, I'm gonna look around. You said we were getting ready to bed down. Do I see Galen anywhere?
Yep. Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to Galen and sit down and quietly, kind of lean in and whisper. You seem to know a bit about ships, it seemed, when we were below. I don't think I have too good of news. And from what I hear from one of the people talking to the captain, it seems as though we may have been shot or something had hit the airship and exploded. I don't know if that's good for our current status of what our plans are, but we could potentially be in more danger than we realize.
If we got a shot taken at us as we were leaving, if you remember when we were fighting Hearn, Progwin almost died to a shooter that nobody saw, which could potentially mean that same shooter never left Daggerford when Hearn did.
We could have
Could
somebody
be being
following.
trailed right now.
It's definitely not a good thing. For all we know, he could be anywhere right here, right now.
Well, he'd have to be moving very fast considering how much ground we covered when we left.
Probably
70 miles is a long trip.
so long as he doesn't have help.
Well, if it was that guy, or girl, I guess, nobody made contact of who it was. Hearn didn't take them with him, apparently. So most of his help left the city when Hearn fled.
Interesting. You seem to know a lot of what's going on right now. As you know, I'm probably a little more new to your group, and I wanted to speak with somebody to kind of figure out what was going on. I come from an interesting background, and I could explain that to you, but I just know that I'm supposed to have helped you and to continue to help you.
To help who exactly?
You see, and she's gonna pull out her crystal as she's standing there talking to him. I have very good attunement to divination and seeing the future and all of the things that come forward. I actually come from one of the High Elven kingdoms, and I was an advisor to one of the kings. However, usually my visions are very clear. As of recent, they've been very black and not so helpful until not long ago, before I came to visit the Duke. I had a vision where I was told that I needed to help those party at Baldur's Gate at the estate where the Duke was located. I set out, and all I know is that I'm to help you, hopefully to help clear my visions, but I don't really know what we're doing or where we're going from here, so I need to be able to help in any way that I can in order to ensure that the city is safe. As of right now, from what I've seen in the future from this vision, there's a lot of turmoil to come if you guys do not succeed.
Oh, so you're helping Baldur's Gate. From what I can gather, that includes Exire, Prugwin, Huck, the new members Yarman, Morwen, and Sir Eldrick. They picked me up along the road in a ruins around the swamplands a few days prior to making it to Daggerford themselves.
Good to know. I feel like
They're-
maybe I should talk to Exire. He's probably the one that's going to know the most about what their true mission is.
Apparently, they don't have everybody they started with. When I first joined them, there was 3 others that are no longer here. And they keep saying something about a 4th that I've never seen in their party. So I'm not exactly sure what all is going on, but the party members keep rotating, and it seems kind of odd.
It is strange to lose people. Hopefully they didn't lose them and they aren't gone.
Oh, they didn't. Only one died. I saw it happen. The rest of them have opted to go their own way.
Oh, may their gods be with them then. I will talk to Exire to see exactly maybe what their goal is. All I know is that until I continue this journey, I can't necessarily continue to help the people back home for me. And from there, she's going to kind of tuck her crystal back in her pocket, and I shall go talk to Exire about what I heard. Maybe we need to go sooner than what we think, but I'll let them make that call as they this is their mission and they maybe know what more danger we're in. And she's going to walk over to Exire. Exire, do you have a moment?
I had gone straight to Exire after Eldritch
You're
said
muted,
to.
Exire.
Yeah. So we'll do yours first, Ellen.
Exire, correct? Yes?
Yeah, I don't think I caught your name.
Kyrie, hi. They brought me with Raz. I was a cellmate. I was just wondering, this seems a bit this is a charged situation here. I'm not entirely certain what I was brought into. So what's going on? What did Raz do?
Well, the best we can tell, there was a gentleman, a visiting dignitary from the north, let me find my notes and I'll tell you exactly where it's from. A visiting dignitary from Neverwinter, named Hearn. He went to visit Raz in his cell. Raz and 2 of his compatriots had been apprehended previously. Slight misunderstanding between the Duke and the rest of them. Something we unfortunately got tied up into. After Hearn had visited Raz, Raz's compatriots showed up dead. Raz to blame for killing them both. Now it seems, after some talking on the part of Galen, Raz told him that Hearn put some sort of mind control on one of his compatriots, killed the other, and tried to kill Raz. He was forced to kill them himself. Now at this time, Raz was under some magical means to persuade him to tell the truth, and that seemed to be it. It was further confirmed when we found Hearn with the Duke. The Duke under some sort of mind control, and Hearn himself trying to kill us all. We nearly had him. He looked quite weak and unfortunately got away right before we came down to the sewers, actually, to find you all. Though I may ask, who are you to so readily join a group of adventurers you know nothing about? What are you running from?
Daggerford. It was time to leave. I don't stay in one place for long, and generally when the guards get involved, that's the time to go.
Where's home for you?
There isn't one. Hasn't for a very long time. I stay on the road.
Well, as long as you don't try to kill any of us, you're welcome to stay.
I have no ill will towards you.
That remains to be seen.
Thank you for the clarification. Raz was not very chatty.
Yes,
And I was one.
It does seem he was out of sorts. You were there when it happened. Yarman's communication skills are sometimes
Yes.
less than crystalline.
Oh, I understand. Well, Yarman tried to ask Raz if he was Raz, and he would not say so. So he asked me. I told him if he let me out, I would tell him where Raz was. There was acid involved, but he broke me out. I told him, that's Raz over there, and then to the sewers we went, and they discovered that room where you found us, and felt the need to touch things, and that is when from my understanding, vampire was awakened.
Is this the first time you've encountered a vampire?
I would say probably, right, Diz?
I would say so, definitely.
I wouldn't. I don't think. I would say yes. This is the first. But from what Elrich has said, that's apparently what he was.
At this point, you would see Adara kind of walking in your direction. You guys are just continuing to talk.
Turn to look at her.
I'm gonna walk forward and I will look at Kyrie and I'll say, "May I have a moment?" With Exire, that is.
Not a problem. Thank you, Exire.
Please. Of course.
I'm gonna go bunk down.
I apologize for interrupting as you bed down. I just wanted to speak with you quickly. I was just talking to Galen, and he let me know that you were probably one of the original group of adventurers as you guys set out on this quest before I met with you at the estate.
Yes, unfortunately, there are few of us left that set out together. Some left for personal reasons, some fell in battle along the way. And some are lost, seemingly. I'm not sure how. We have one compatriot went back to Baldur's Gate to escort some merchants. Supposed to meet up with us in Daggerford, and at this point, I really don't know how he's gonna find us. But it's a problem for later, I suppose. Things are moving rather fast right now.
Yes, it's actually something I came to talk to you about. A couple things, actually. For one, I did overhear the captain speaking with who I'm assuming is one of the mechanics on the ship. It seems as though the ship may have been shot at, or something caused an explosion on the ship, which is cause for concern. I know we were a little worried about being followed.
Quite. Hearn is still out there, unfortunately. And if that battle was anything, any indication, whatever was shooting at Prugwin and I was probably shooting at the ship.
Yeah, I would say the same. I'm actually quite intrigued when I saw him there. I've seen him before from back home, but I didn't really know who he was.
Hearn,
Yes, Hearn.
you're from Neverwinter.
No, I'm from one of the High Elven kingdoms. I actually am an advisor to one of the kings. I've seen him around the castle before, but I never really took anything from him. He didn't seem like somebody who would have manipulated the Duke in the way that I had noticed.
Let's see.
However, I will say, I'm here to help in any way I can. As I was explaining to Galen, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that same crystal out again, and it's kind of smoky and such. I practice the art of divination, and seeing parts of the future is part of how I help my kingdom. Unfortunately, as of recent, it's just been so dark and strange. Until recently, I got a message that told me I was to help those from Baldur's Gate to complete their mission. I'm assuming that this is part of that mission. All I knew was that I was going to run into you at the estate when I went to visit the Duke. The king thought it was the best place to start.
Well, the mission has gotten clouded, I should say. We initially were simply on a search and rescue mission, looking for a general from Baldur's Gate who had gone missing and been missing for several months, if not longer. But at this point, the leads on this general seem to have gone cold. Hearn was our last real chance at finding him. He knew of the general that we were looking for. But now with that gone, I mean, all we can do is continue heading north, asking along the way, trying to piece this together where he might have gone to, or honestly, at this point, maybe trying to track down Hearn again and see if we can get the information out of him. And here in Waterdeep, or in the ruins of Waterdeep, the compatriots of Raz are headquartered, I guess you could say. They get their orders from someone who calls themselves the Mayor of Waterdeep, which is strange in of itself, as there is no Waterdeep, and there hasn't been for a very long time. I'm sure you've heard the legends, the tales of how Waterdeep was destroyed by a terrible, powerful, handsome, I think is what the legend said, adventurer. But that's the only lead we have right now. We head to Waterdeep, we speak to this supposed mayor, and we see if he has any information on Hearn, or maybe he knows of this general that we're speaking of. Or maybe you know of the general we're speaking of. I don't know. Does the name unorganized notes mean?
The name unorganized notes.
Does the name... Hold on, let's see here. Does the name Nicholas Buckley mean anything at all to you?
Is.
I think you're muted, Diz.
I was gonna say I can't hear you if you're talking.
Uh-oh.
We lost him. The DM's gone. Run free.
Yes.
Argo.
Everyone
all
gets
the
the-
9th level spells I want.
Quick, before he can speak.
I cast
Not
wish.
fair. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
My noise gate app crashed.
Oh
Oh.
my.
So
Yeah.
it prevents you from hearing my air blowing as
Oh.
it sounds like a hurricane otherwise.
Been there, done that.
So you are political in a sense, so you could possibly know it. Just roll an intelligence check, just a d20 plus your intelligence mod.
All right. Well, apparently not. No, that's a 6.
6. No, not placing it.
Yeah, that name doesn't sound familiar to me. I do know quite a few politicians around, but you know, a lot of my work deals with what I see, not who I meet. That is very intriguing. We will have to see what we need to do to get your quest back on track. All I do know, and I will say, is that from what I have seen of the future, if we do not manage to, I cannot manage to help you complete this quest, there are some bad things coming for a lot of people from where I'm from.
You said that you were familiar with court. You were an advisor to the king.
Correct.
What do you know of the political climate of other cities, other areas around here? Do you know anything of the political climate of Baldur's Gate?
Days.
The political climate around Baldur's Gate.
Mhm.
Ooh, you would know. Well, actually, let's just roll for it to see how much you would know. Let's have that same roll.
Okay.
There are some things you would know, but I'm just how far.
Because I got some questions.
Well, that's a 19.
19. Oh, not bad. So you do know
I was
that
briefed.
there, that you know there's several generals in Baldur's Gate, and there is some tension there, with the generals politically, and you know that the current ruler, you know, at some point in the past, his son had left the kingdom on an exploration and
Mhm.
was missing for several years. And with a 19, let me see. Would you know? I'm gonna roll to see. Okay.
Should I finish
so
asking my questions to her first?
You
or
would
should-
know. Well, you would know that the prince basically led an expedition to what's left of Karator, and you're kind of
Karator
foggy on
being a
what
city.
happened. Karator is like a continent.
Okay.
It's almost it's one of the places where this cataclysm happened a long time ago, and
Okay.
it was kind of ripped asunder. So there's only part of it remaining. So he led an expedition there. There's rumors that just the place is just filled with dark magic or something. Like it's just not a place that you would normally go. He led an expedition there, and you're kind of foggy on how he got back, but you know that some years later he was back in Baldur's Gate, and he was very odd at the time. It was almost like when he got back, there was a great celebration, and that everyone in the upper ranks would have known about that. But then it was almost like he was secluded away. Like there was rumors that he was unhinged, maybe not well,
Okay.
and secluded away. But as far as you know, he's been in the public spotlight. You know, as of, you know, the past couple of years. And the rumors kind of died down. That's about the extent of that you know. I would say that you would also know that there is heavy tensions between Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter. And it's mostly over the territory around the ruins of Waterdeep.
Okay.
I don't know how, you probably wouldn't know any more than that.
Okay. So I'll kind of, you know, simply
Just
go over
repeat
that
all
with
that back
with
to me
Exire.
verbatim, please.
No, I'll let him know. You know, I know that the tensions have been high since the son has come back. The prince had come back from his expedition. Not quite the most safe, is what people thought, but he was definitely strange for a while. Very odd, although he seems to have been better the past few years from what we've known. It's definitely been intriguing and has had a lot of eyes on it, I would say, from some of the other kingdoms that have been around.
I ask because the Adventurers Guild, the guild that we are employed by, was attacked in Baldur's Gate. Not by General Lucia, who is the general who sent us on this mission, but by someone else. I don't know how much you know of the generals in Baldur's Gate, but
I do know that there are quite a few generals. What I do know most is that I had heard a lot about the tensions being extremely high with Neverwinter and Baldur's Gate. I probably shouldn't have been surprised to see Hearn there with what it's been, but I had never seen him like that before. I will say that they've been fighting quite a bit in terms of their area.
it seems the Adventurers Guild is overrun by the Baldur's Gate militia itself, which is concerning. Perhaps a spy from Neverwinter has infiltrated their ranks, turned them against each other, brought about infighting to weaken the state.
That I'm not sure. It's about the gist of what I know. But what I will say is that we've got a lot coming ahead of us. I do know we should probably rest and try to get back in the air as soon as possible. If the tensions are this high and there are people that have been infiltrated, who knows how long we have until somebody could be here.
Before we go to bed, I must ask, how did you get to Daggerford? How did you happen upon the estate that night?
Yeah, so
tonight, I guess. It was a few hours ago.
As I said, I do study divination and I do see a lot of what happens in the future, but I was spoken to come to the estate. I knew that I needed to be there, and I wanted to speak with the Duke to see potentially, you know, what I could do to help avert this crisis that I had foreseen. All I knew is that I was supposed to help a group from Baldur's Gate to complete their mission, and that is all I know, and I can't see anything else until I can help you guys. Hopefully helping will help clear up some of the future foresight, and I will be able to be more helpful from that aspect. But as in terms of getting here, we do have portals in the kingdom that got me here quite quick.
Right. Well, perhaps we should just call it a night and do our best to explore these ruins tomorrow. You know,
yes.
You seem to know how to handle yourself in a fight from what we saw back at the estate, so
I'm pretty adept in magic. It is not something I use all the time, but I will say that I became an advisor because I am very well equipped with what I do.
Well, I'm sure you'll be an asset to us.
I will do my best.
Let's turn in, sleep off what wounds we can.
Yes, I should say we probably should take shifts, as it may be an interesting night if anybody does stumble upon us.
Yes, that we should.
And she's going to just nod and kind of do a slight bow, and she's going to start kind of prepping to lay down as well.
Okay. So, is there anything else before we like assign watches and?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Galen
got
will
Mac.
take second watch.
I can take last because I only have to sleep. I think several of us are full elves, so we only have to sleep.
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah,
first
true.
watch since I haven't fought anything, so I'm good.
I'm full health since I wasted my potion.
I'll be last watch since
You're a sleepy
I only
boy.
need 4 hours.
Oh, I thought since you're a sleepy boy.
So that was Morwen and.
Yeah, I can do third. I mean, I don't know if we're splitting it up like 2 hours per or what, but yeah, I can.
Usually, we just need 3 watches to round the
think you're-
night.
You're muted.
Did it happen again? Can anybody
No.
else hear me?
No, me. Stick me somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
I need a full sleep though.
Galen will take second watch with whoever.
Okay. Anybody? Second
Or
watch.
he can go by himself. To heck with all y'all. I don't care.
I'll do second
Oh.
watch.
The paladin
Alright.
needs 10 hours just to put on and off his armor, so he can't stay watch.
He's dainty. He needs his beauty sleep.
Sounds like a NASCAR team over
Yes.
there.
Oh, if he's gonna be NASCAR, we gotta start calling him Ricky Bobby.
I mean, I'm gonna start sticking stickers on him and stuff if he's NASCAR. Gonna get branded.
We're gonna tattoo. If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah. Here I am in the Tide Pampers BC headache powders chainmail.
His sword's gonna be tattooed. I'm on fire.
All right, so
Tom
Save me, Tom
Cruise.
Cruise.
first watch. Exire, Kyrie, just roll a perception as you're just kind of trolling the grounds.
14.
16.
16. 1 second.
And me or anyone within 30 feet of me can't be surprised.
Hey.
So you cannot be surprised.
Correct.
All right.
My
And when
passive
combat-
investigation is 17, though, if that makes any difference.
And when combat starts, anyone within 30 feet of me is woken up from non-magical sleep.
Nice.
I like this sword.
Yeah.
The sort of get the fuck up.
She's paranoid as fuck.
Just checking something real quick.
Oh, guys, look,
Alright.
look! I actually got my character.
Oh,
Checking
nice.
how many-
Look at it. Look
Hey.
at it.
He's checking how many hit points
Cool.
the monster
Very
he's about
nice.
to attack us with has.
Yep.
That's true.
Does
All
he
right,
need
just
to
seeing
add a
if you
couple
see the
extra
dragon
zeros?
flying in. No, I'm just joking.
What? Damn! I left for like 1 minute.
So you guys,
Uh,
your watch goes by. Nothing seems to happen. The rain is kind of slacked off. Just you hear the kind of water dripping from leaf to leaf and stuff like that while you're in there.
All right.
All right. Second watch. We have Galen and Adara.
Got it.
She's gonna, stretch a little bit and kind of like do the small cat-like stretch as she gets up for her watch, and you're gonna see her walk over to Galen and say, "All right. Anything happened before? Should we awoke?"
This is
Oh,
kind of new
quiet.
to you. This whole thing, kind of camping outside and stuff like that. This is, I would say that you're probably used to, staying in the castles and stuff like that. So.
Oh, we're just supposed to
me
make sure that
She is a high elf, not a wood elf, huh?
we're just supposed to.
I'm
make
not
sure
an elf. I'm a
everybody sneaks up on
tabaxi.
the
I'm just an
party.
elf.
Tabaxi. Oh, gee. I'm so
She's a
used to everybody
fucking
being
cat.
elves.
What are
We're
you
just
saying,
supposed
Buck?
to make sure nobody sneaks up on the party, and we aren't taken by surprise. That's
Sounds
all we're
good to
doing.
me.
Nothing major.
I'll keep
Okay.
my eyes peeled.
You can roll a perception check.
I got a
Each
dirty
of you.
20 for Galen. Just
Dirty 20.
That is wow. My number rubbed off. I thought that was a 1. It's a 16 because it's not my 1. It's a 16 plus what was my perception? Plus 4. I have a dirty 20 as well.
God, my stream is tanking. Like the keeps like dropping out. Okay. So seems to be uneventful so far as you're going through your watch.
Diz, it's time. Galen's gonna walk up to Prugwin and attempt to take the bag of holding off his side while he's sleeping.
Okay.
Slide a hand off of him.
All right. Are you doing it where Adara can't see you?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it as stealthy as possible.
Okay. So you'll roll against her passive perception since she's actively trying to look for anything but you. So she's not really exactly paying attention to you, but so you would just roll sleight of hand versus her passive perception.
That would be a 16 plus 8, so 24.
24. Okay. So you go over and you take the bag.
I stick it on my side, opposite of where she's sitting.
Mhm.
Galen pulls out his sword and goes to stick it to Prugwin's neck. As his
Do
sword
I
reaches
see
Prugwin's
that?
neck,
You don't.
as the sword hits Prugwin's neck,
Does
she
this
may
count as
hear
Prugwin
this.
getting surprised?
She may hear this as a gun cocks in the woods, and she hears a voice she's never heard before say, "Flerdrin Trismaeus, I will not let you hurt him. Turn and face me, you coward." As Flerdrin, which is his real name, hears this, he pulls the sword back, with it still in hand, turns, and he says, "Well, JD's single barrel. I was hoping that our paths would cross again. Hells, that
Kyrie,
was the whole
at this
reason I
point-
infiltrated."
You wake up, and by means of your sword, everyone wakes up.
Yeah.
How far
everyone's
out of
awake.
the camp am I, Diz? I may not wake up.
It's
Yarman doesn't
anyone
wake
within
up.
30 feet of me.
Yeah, because
I would
I'm
say
camping in
everybody
a
is.
separate little area.
Go ahead, Buck.
Hells, the whole reason I infiltrated this sorry-ass party was to find you. To await your return and kill you myself. I was beginning to wonder if your sorry ass would even show up to this simpleton of a group.
Now, I don't think
Or
we
if
need
you
to be
decided
killing anybody here.
that they no longer served your purpose and decided to abandon them. Huh. You're one to talk about abandoning comrades, you piece of shit. Some of the very reasons that I was given the position as recon sniper over you was because you ran away and left a whole unit to die because of your cowardice. Well, you arrived at the garrison and got promotion to an elite position that I strived so hard to acquire. And on that day, you took everything from me. But you being kicked out was never good enough of a punishment for you. I never wronged you. I was sent to the post to fill a spot and complete a mission. It wasn't until after I arrived that I found out the reason for my transfer to this garrison. Before I kill you, I want you to know that I was set you up and kicked you out of the military on conduct unbecoming of an officer. At which point, Galen takes about 6 steps away from Prugwin and throws a device onto the ground.
So as he throws this down, You guys may be up almost like drawing your weapons at this point, not knowing exactly what's
Definitely got
going on.
weapons.
Definitely
you're
got
confused.
my stuff.
You see
I'm
JD, who
snoring.
steps out of the darkness and is just talking to Galen, but he's calling him by a different name. This goes, and then Galen, who you know him as, takes a device and just throws it down on the ground. This bubble kind of comes out of it. And what you guys see is just, it looks like everything inside this 30-foot sphere, like semicircle, is happening in like super fast motion. It's just, you barely can even make out what is going on, kind of. So what is going on inside this
So
dome?
as the bubble forms around them, Flerdrin tells JD, I've been watching you and your team for over a year now, while serving an organization that is set on taking over Baldur's Gate. I was even there when one of your comrades died. I believe his name was Turk. Flerdrin, I swear to you on this day, you will pay for all the wrongs that you have brought into my life. That's rich coming from a low-born scum that was never really cared for anyone or anything in their life other than themselves. I cared about the well-being of the ones that I served with. I had their backs. I did all I could to ensure their safety, but you decided to take that from me because of the jealousy that you have for me. Due to your actions, Single Barrel, you caused your own father to disown you and cast me out. For that, I'll never forgive you. And once I've killed you, then I'll be able to regain my honor. Honor's not given, it's earned. You think that killing me will return your honor? You're more delusional than I thought. At which point, the group, as fast as it's going, won't see it till it lands, but JD gets shot in his right shoulder. And they see the wince on his face, but they don't really see anything else. And then another volley hits him in the left leg, and he drops to one knee. And Flerdrin says, speaking of honor, how do you think your family feels about you being removed from service? Would you like me to tell you what they think? As JD looks up at him saying this about his family, he says, oh, and let me tell you about dear mother, as JD pulls his gun and unloads 4 rounds into Galen's chest. Galen hits the ground as JD stands up and pulls the arrow out of his leg. Throws it to the ground. Kind of limps over towards Flerdrin on the ground. This is Flerdrin, I swear to you that I will return your bow to your father and inform him of how you died. Because even now, someone such as you should at least be honored by your family, and he should know of his son's death. But as you draw your last breath, you still have a chance to regain your honor. Tell me of the organization you work for and what part you took in it.
So as the bubble goes, shrinks back in, and you see JD standing over top of Galen, who is down, like mostly on the ground.
As soon as I see Galen on the ground and JD over him,
yep,
I'll start running that way. And I'll say,
okay.
I fucking knew there was something off about that guy, pointing to Galen.
Galen will whisper, come closer and I'll tell you. As JD leans in, Galen whispers to him with his last breath his answer. And then JD stands up and looks down at him as he breathes his last and goes, you will be honored for what you did, not for what you became. And JD takes the 2 bags of holding off of Flairdrin's body, and he knows which one he watched grab from Prugwin. And he looks at Prugwin and he goes, "You need to learn to keep your stuff on you there, big man." And he tosses it towards Prugwin's direction.
Prugwin fumbles it around, grabs it.
At which point, JD hasn't acknowledged anybody around him yet. JD bends down, opens the bag of holding, and starts to put all of Galen's equipment into the bag. Until he's literally laying there in just traveling clothes.
I was just standing there with both of her weapons in her hand, just very fucking confused. Because nobody seems worried.
JD bends down and picks up Flairdrin, and he looks at Exire and he says, "I'll tell you all about it momentarily. I'm going to lay a fellow brother-at-arms to rest." And he walks off into the woods to go bury.
Kind of limps off as he took a shot to the leg, right? So
yeah, well, I mean, he's limping, but he's carrying him away.
I'm gonna
look around, and be like, "What?"
I'm gonna look at Exire and be like, "You know him?"
That's the guy we were waiting for. Didn't know where he was. Didn't know if he could find us. That's him. He found us, I guess. I don't fucking know.
So you do know him.
happened?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
raised
Exer's
voice as
like,
Yarman.
He's
You'd
fine.
probably wake up at this point.
I'm
I
gonna
was
put
gonna
my
say, he wouldn't have
sword.
heard the
I'm gonna
gunshots
put my
'cause we were in
swords
the
away.
dome.
Yeah, you wouldn't have heard those because they were. The dome is almost like some type of time magic or something. It was muffling the sounds.
I'm gonna need somebody to explain what the hell just happened.
Yeah, Morwen feels like Chris Tucker at the end of Fifth Element. He has no fucking clue what just happened.
Yes.
Oh my god.
If he could if he had a long rest and he could have turned into an animal, he would have turned into a bear and eaten the entire party by now. Because he is just over everyone.
That's fair. That's fair.
Listen, that's JD. He's with us. He started out with us back from Baldur's Gate.
Is this the one
He's
we
fine.
lost?
He's the one that he went off to escort merchants. He's been gone for a long time. I thought he was dead. He's not dead. He's here now. It's fine. Galen, I didn't trust him from the get-go. Let's get that. So I mean, he might have had me fooled a little bit towards the end. I didn't like him at the start, okay? So I'm not surprised by this. All right? This crap going on here. Yeah? I don't know, though. I have no idea what JD called him. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just confused as you. I'm just happy JD's back. You guys will like JD. Maybe not, actually. Probably won't like him. But he's good people.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's up to you, Diz, on how long it takes JD to bury Galen before he comes limping back to the group.
Wasn't expecting somebody to die right there. Holy crap.
Just for sake of not having somebody wait, I have them wait that long. It probably takes you we'll say 30, 45 minutes. You dig a hole and you bury Galen.
When they see me come walking back, I have a bandage around my leg. I used one of my healing kits to bandage my leg up but right before I started digging. Exire, Huck, and Prugwin, where in the hell are the rest of the people that were with the fucking party when I left?
Well,
I mean, I know Turk died. Flairdrin told me before we had our little shootout.
yeah, what? Flairdrin? Flairdrin? Flairdrin. I thought his name was Galen.
Flairdrin Trismeus is a high elf of the sun elf race that thought he was hot shit when we served in the military together. But I outshined him, and for the most part, he never appreciated that.
Yeah, you are a better shot than him.
Well, I don't know how much y'all saw because y'all looked like y'all were literally going in slow motion whenever that dome showed up that he threw down.
No, I just mean I've seen you shoot. I've seen him shoot. You're a better shot.
Well, right, but in case y'all were wondering why I unloaded 4 rounds on him, he decided he was going to trash talk my mother.
Well, that's probably not a good idea.
I don't take kindly to people threatening or talking bad about my mother.
Mental notes.
So, Taurus had a family emergency. He had to run off. We had another compatriot join us and then leave us shortly thereafter, who you hadn't met anyway. His name was Alaric, and he was actually looking for Jorik, who was Turk's.
So he was looking for the blacksmith.
Yeah, he was looking for the blacksmith. Yeah. But he went off to look for his own thing. He was a paladin, a righteous fellow. Yeah.
What happened to Atreus?
Atreus also just kind of fucked off in the middle of the night. He left when Siltoris and Alaric left.
What happened to Ari? Please don't tell me I'm the one who scared her off. I mean, I can see how that happened, but
I don't think you scared
I did
her
threaten
off.
her with a gun.
You did. She had. I mean, Ari's story was always a complicated one. She had things to take care of.
So what the hell killed Turk?
A big skeleton demon ghost. It appeared, slashed him, and then disappeared. It appeared when we touched that stone. Actually, I touched that stone. It was in a chest.
What stone?
It's in the bag of holding. Don't touch it.
So that's why Flairdren wanted the stone or the bag.
Probably. Yeah, don't touch the stone. It's in that bag.
Important safety tip.
Yeah.
Don't go rummaging in the bag of holding if you don't know what's in there.
And then I turn to Adara and Kyrie and I say, you two, don't touch that stone. It might kill you. I don't know. We don't know how it works. We're trying to find someone
I'd
that might
prefer
know
to
how it
avoid
works.
that, but okay.
Right. Also, what else is new? These are our new traveling companions. I look to Yarman and I say, our new friends.
Would I have seen those 3 at all in Baldur's Gate before, after I returned?
Oh yeah, they're A team, by the way.
You've seen Yarman and Morwen and Eldrick, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know of those 3. I mean, I don't know them, but I know of them. They were with Harrison. I saw them at Baldur's Gate after I left y'all.
And these two, well, we just met them tonight too, so you're basically on the same page we are with them.
Oh.
Where have you been, JD?
I don't know if we got enough time to discuss that tonight, to be completely honest with you.
Well, we were about to go to sleep, so it might be a good idea to get some rest and talk about everything in the morning. We have some ruins to investigate. This airship's broken. We need to go get some metal for that.
When he says the airship's broken, I'm going to walk over and look at it. Just
You can roll an investigation if you want.
Morwen has gone back to sleep at this point. He is just
I'm still on watch, so I'm awake, but I'm quite startled. Like I feel like my ears are still somewhat back, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're
that would
frazzled
be
about
a
this. You're
18.
like,
I
people don't do
pretended
this
to be
normally around you.
I
You just watched the guy get
die. I'm very
killed.
political, so I'm like, the hell.
Like
18
whatever,
is-
they know him, he's fine.
18. it looks like the metal holding the crystal has been like damaged from like an external source coming into it.
Do I recognize the hole from the barn?
Yeah, looks very similar.
Exire, y'all still haven't caught that bastard?
Who?
Listen, he almost killed Prugwin and then almost killed me.
So you're telling me
No.
that the sniper followed y'all from that barn all the way to Daggerford, and y'all still haven't found him?
Well, to be fair, we didn't know he followed us until tonight when he
Damn it.
shot us.
We're gonna have to take him out.
Yes.
He knows too much, and he's on our trail too hot.
It also only takes him like 2 bullets to kill us right now. So we either need to sneak up on him or we need to get some better armor or something. I think maybe if they have some sort of bullet resistant tunic that we could wear, that might be, maybe we can look into that.
And just so you know, Exire, to answer
Hmm?
your question, I don't want to
Yes.
go into full detail right now because everybody does need their sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But where I was at involved vampires. And we're not talking little ones, we're talking lords.
Lords. Connected to the ones we saw before, maybe.
No.
Or
different.
perhaps the one you saw tonight?
We saw well, I didn't see one either. They saw a vampire tonight. It bit someone
Where's he at?
on the ship underneath.
I want to go see Raz.
Okay.
Everybody else
So-
can carry on watch or whatever. I'm going to see Raz.
I'm like, fuck it. This seems like a personal thing. I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to sleep too. JD here, cool.
I'll keep
I'm not
watch,
gonna
but
get
I'm
in
gonna
JD's
keep an
way.
eye.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna obviously continue to keep watch, but I'm gonna keep an eye and like my ear out for the ship, just because I somewhat don't trust JD, because it's not from my aspect to just show up and murder somebody and then leave. So I'm a little like freaked out right now. It's just weird. I'm all frazzled, so I'm paying extra attention.
All right. So you find Raz on the ship. As you kind of walk down into the storage area where he is, there is an elf who was sitting very straight back, just kind of sitting there, just kind of staring blankly, and then stands up and stares at you kind of blankly, straight faced, and walks over to you, very stiff. Who are you?
Name's JD, single barrel.
Didn't
I've
see you
been-
before.
You're right. I've been following you pretty much since you left Daggerford. I'm with the
Good
team
shit.
that you picked up that saved, I believe his name is Raz.
He looks over. Yeah.
Heard tell he got bit by a vampire.
What they said.
Can I see him?
You're seeing him right now.
No, I want to inspect the wounds. I've seen this up close. I want to see if anything has manifested or mutated on him more towards a vampiric state.
Kind of steps back just a little bit, still just kind of very straight.
And I got my hands away from my gun, so it's kind of
Yeah.
it's not like this, but they're not ready to grab it either.
Yeah, he's got like knives just like all over him, just like in holders just across his chest. He has
I like
like
those
a
kind of relics.
sword down the like he has knives all over him. He kind of just steps slightly to the side.
As I inspected, do those bite marks look like the one in the cage?
Similar, very similar, yeah.
You need to watch him. If he goes to change in any way, eyes change, says he's hungry even after you just watched him eat, you need to tell us. There's a chance that he may be turning into a vampire himself.
Okay.
Where's your captain?
In the camp.
Very well. And then I'll go make my way back to camp. Because I need to introduce myself to that man.
He pulls his sword out as you're leaving. He goes back over and sits down, puts his sword on his lap. All right, so you go find the captain. Hey, who are you?
Name's JD Single Barrel.
And,
for lack of better terms, I guess you could say I may have been a stowaway. I was underneath the belly of your ship when a long-range shooter took a shot at your left back crystal as you left Daggerford.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't get a good look at him himself with the rain and the darkness, but I have a good feeling he's the same shooter that we've dealt with a couple months back in Baldur's Gate.
Seems that you guys come with more trouble than I was told about.
Considering what all we've dealt with in the last few months, I don't see how anybody wouldn't call us trouble.
Well, I saw what went down over there, but it seems to be between you guys. As long as you're not going to be shooting anybody else.
Come to find out, after we got in whatever dome thing he threw on the ground, as he was dying, he informed me that he infiltrated the group under the premise of waiting for me. Clearly, he serves a organization that Baldur Gate has been looking into and trying to stop. They're trying to overthrow Baldur's Gate. It's a good thing he didn't make it to Waterdeep to find out whatever information y'all have.
This is true.
And yes, I've had almost a decade of hating that man. But I told you, elf inside the ship. Raz has been bitten by a vampire. If anybody has healed him and he's not actually getting better, there's a chance he could turn into a vampire himself. Told your elf if anything changes, he needs to let us know because somebody else could die.
Yeah, Maldris will take care of anything like that. Don't worry about that.
Oh, from the hardware he was packing, I figured he'd be able to handle his own.
He likes
I was
his
just
knives.
letting you know. But if it's all right with you, Captain, I will be taking, I guess you know him as Galen. I'll be taking Galen's place on the ship once we get it up and running.
Like I said, it's fine with me. It seemed to be between your group. As long as it doesn't spill over, we should be fine.
Very well.
I've asked the your party members there to help us at sunup. There's some ruins a little ways to the northeast of here. Wonder if you could go check them out and maybe find some scrap metal so that Yesley can repair the ship and we can get on our way.
Yeah, I'll gladly go. I may even be able to help her. Doubt she needs it, but I do have some tinkering experience myself.
You might learn a thing or two from her.
Oh, she looks like she's got more than enough tools at her disposal to be able to show me how better to mold metal and make things.
Well, if that's all you need, then I'll get back to getting some rest here so we can get on our way tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll leave you to it. And I'll go and sit down close to Adra, but not right beside her. I guess I'm on watch with you now.
I see. I guess it is a newfound pleasure to meet you, although I'm not so sure how I feel about what just occurred. Looks like you guys had a long past.
Well, it was more than that. He tried to kill Prugwin.
Yeah, I'm not so used to being out here like this. He's quite sneaky. I didn't even notice.
Well, I found out that he serves an organization that apparently opposes the job that we were set out to do.
It's unfortunate. I'm here to help in any way I can with their current mission. As much as I can be.
Well, we'll see how well this goes once we get to Waterdeep.
Very well. She'll keep watch until the next round. And she'll go back to kind of just sitting and walking and looking around.
Okay. So the rest of that watch goes without any further interruptions.
I picked the wrong watch.
Enough.
Son of a bitch. But JD's back.
JD's back.
All right, so that watch ends. Then we have Morwen and Yarman, third watch. If you guys want to roll the perception checks.
And JD does what he normally does, Diz.
Yep,
He goes
I
and
know.
finds bushes away from the campfire and settles in.
I got a big 13.
Big old
I got an 11, so.
Oh, okay.
And I'm staying off by myself still, just kind of watching everything.
Well, yeah, while he's doing that, I use Mask of the Wild, and I'm just wandering around where nobody can see me.
Okay. The rest of the evening goes on without any more disturbances, and sun comes up, and you guys are in the next day. Everybody's waking up and eating some breakfast, and you've got some of the crew kind of just. They spent some of the evening camouflaging the ship the best they could. They're continuing to do that. And do you guys want to set out towards these ruins, or do you want to do anything else first?
I think we can go to the ruins.
Ruins.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Ruins. All right, so it's a little ways away, so it's about probably a good 2-hour hike to the ruins. So you make your way there. Without any real difficulty. It's just kind of almost directly straight northeast of where you were. You kind of come to an opening in the tree line, and there is some high grass in this area, and it almost looks like off on the other side there is just some ruins, like a building was there and it's just mostly gone, but there's some steps that lead down.
Can I walk over and take a look around the steps?
Yep.
And just start walking down the
head that
message
way.
looking.
So the steps just lead down to just a door. Just I think it's a single doorway, maybe a double door. Double door kind of at
Can
the
I
bottom
see
of the stairs.
Can I see if the door is trapped at all, or see if the door is just see if there's any. I mean, it's
I'll
an old ruin.
assist
Who
with that as
knows?
well.
Look for
Yeah.
traps on the door.
To check the door.
Okay. Would say you guys probably aren't skilled in those findings, so it would probably just be with her help, a straight roll.
Is it investigation or?
Because I have advantage on investigation, so I was just curious.
It is an investigation. Yeah. kind of precisely check something. A 1. Ooh,
Bane
that's
of
close.
all D&D
Okay.
Doors.
Right?
I'm gonna get blown up.
So, I know you're not like a trap monkey type of rogue, but you would see them kind of doing this and just getting a little bit of a laugh of it because
I still can pick locks and shit, but I'm just enjoying the show right now.
yeah.
Just like, you guys good?
When,
You guys
when I
feel
catch
like
up, I
they're,
just open
like-
the door.
You guys feel like there's no traps, so you go to open the door. It is locked.
I got it. I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay.
Don't fail us now.
What do I add to that?
It is dexterity, I do believe.
Just straight dex.
If you have thieves' tools, it is with proficiency. Yes.
Okay, so that's
Proficiency
gonna be
in dex.
plus 6. So that's 15.
15. Yeah. Very easily locked. Just pops it right open. Door slightly becomes ajar.
After you all.
I
I'm
walk
not-
in.
I am.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it
gonna
pulls
say
it
I'm
out.
not going in first.
I walk in.
I'll follow you. I mean,
Don't know
Okay,
what I'm doing.
so I guess we'll leave the 3 that aren't here just outside.
I
alright.
still haven't really said much to anybody.
Yarman's
So
still
as
hurt.
you
it's
as
still
you walk
powering.
on down into
Part
here,
of my
there is
friend
some
group.
light coming in from behind you, but the whole chamber is completely dark. It looks like it is like a stone floor. Well, there's some stairs that come down to a stone floor, and the stone floor looks kind of fancy. Maybe it was fancy at one time. Now it's definitely aged, and there's some rubble falling in on the walls are just very rough stone. So we'll jump on over to that.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my scimitars, run them around the sides of my neck as I do, and light them up on fire so we have a little bit of light in here. I'm gonna take 2 points of damage for that.
So you actually
I
produce
can't.
light. So
I was gonna say, do I see anything?
Thanks,
when we
man.
so how much light do you produce?
I
Does it
think we
say?
said no. I mean, I think last time we had ruled that it was like, I don't know, 5 or 10 feet of light, just because the swords were on fire.
We'll say
akin to a
10
torch.
bright, 10 low.
Okay.
Rolls there. Is there anyone who still cannot see?
I
I
can't
mean,
see.
if he's
Yeah.
producing light, that'll help. But I don't have dark vision.
It, like on the map, do you see just
Yeah.
blackness?
Oh,
The
on the
map's
map
all
I see
black.
nothing.
Yeah.
How about now? How about if I move you guys on top of each other there?
Nope.
Still nothing?
And I have dark vision, so
For some reason, your
Oh, I can
vision's
see.
not
I
turned
see
on. There you
things.
go.
I can see.
Here. Now you can see,
There.
right?
nope.
Is anybody else without vision? Okay, let me fix you then. Let's see.
The 2 dark vision characters can't see shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got dark vision. I can see just fine.
Yeah, I can see just fine. This is great.
Let's
Got them
see.
cat eyes.
It's a
Who was the other? I
beautiful-
got Morwen, and we got Yarman.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see now. So
I
For some
can't
reason,
see
the
anything.
token. Yeah, you're human, right? So you can't see anything.
Oh, there we go. I can
Here, let
see
me
now.
say you do have sight.
Yarman,
There
you
we
need
go.
to open your eyes.
You should have some vision, right? So I'm gonna have to stack you guys on top of each other
I
because
just
the
go like
doorway
this.
is like that. But I'm gonna slide you guys off to the side here. You're in the wall at the moment, but
So just walking in, do us dark vision people see anything?
you should
Wow,
be able
us dark vision
to.
people.
I mean, you can see the map, right? You can see.
Yeah, I can see the map.
on
I
the
was
map.
just curious. if
So
there
that's,
was anything you noticed.
I see a door.
That's
Sly
about all
knows this
you
place.
notice that the floor looks kind of fancy. But it
Yarman
is
doesn't know this
very
place,
worn
but
and
Sly
old.
knows this place very well.
It's very worn and old, and you notice that there is like some stairs off to the right hand side.
I don't like this, Diz.
Uh,
So
I
will
don't like
start
that Slide doesn't like this.
walking.
Who's leading the way?
So you start walking. All right. So
Yep.
stop right there. Right there.
Oh,
Yep.
bad
Right here.
mistake.
As
Okay.
you step right there, I need
Yep.
you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, perfect. I'm decent at those. 20, dirty 20.
20. Okay, so you take half damage.
So only the small rocks hit you.
Oh no, it's not rocks. Can I take a guess on what kind of damage he's getting hit with?
Sure, take a shot.
Is he getting shocked?
He gets shocked for 6 points of damage,
Is that half?
and
already?
you stop right there, as it
was
just jolts through your body.
Is it 6 already halved or is it 3?
It's already halved, so it's
Okay.
6. Yeah,
Well, that's
you're kind of frozen in
Uh,
place at the moment, but
Can I speak or no?
good.
you can speak. Yeah,
Do
Ow!
we see anything?
Yes.
you'd
Yeah,
probably
I
see a
definitely see
spark.
him.
You'd probably see a
What?
spark when he stepped on
I'm-
that.
I'm looking for walls. Like, is there any activations or like switches or anything that might?
Yeah, under my foot.
As he says, "Ow," Mormon says, "Hey, don't step on that."
Thanks.
I mean, you don't see anything right off. You can roll a perception check, but
I'm gonna
I'll
walk.
take-
I'm gonna
yeah.
walk to right here, and then I'm gonna look around, see what I can see.
okay.
Plus 5 is a
okay.
22.
22. You don't see any type of like switches or panels or.
So I rolled a 17. Can I tell if he's like standing on a switch of some kind, or
He just seems to be standing on the floor, just the same as you. Like it didn't sink in.
Don't
Just-
stand here.
I'm fighting the urge just to reach up and push him off the screen.
Do
Why?
it.
My page keeps randomly scrolling itself, and
So
it's
you
annoying the
like
shit
you
out
just had like a jolt, so it kind of stopped you in your tracks, but you can move now. So.
of me. All right.
Fantastic. So
Is
if I-
that safe?
Are these stairs right here?
Yeah.
Those are a little bit of stairs going up to what looks like some doors. Yeah.
Can
Why
I
is this fucking scrolling? Oh my god.
can
Step of the
I
wind.
step of the wind and fly over here?
So the ceiling is fairly low in here.
I'm
But you
not talking
can.
about fly height. I'm
You-
just talking
you
about
can.
keeping my feet off the ground.
You're it's about 10 feet high, so yeah, you could fly over there. Yeah.
Okay.
One of
Do
these.
you have JD set up with dark vision?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Do I-
Doesn't he have goggles?
He has vision. He doesn't have dark vision.
I have dark vision through my goggles.
Yeah, he's got night vision goggles.
There you go. I'll have to fix these tokens once we're
Because
done.
I was like, I should be able to see where Yarman just went to, and I can't.
Can I see anything now that I'm further in the room and have a little more vision of the back wall and stuff?
1 second. I mean, whatever you can see on the map, you can see, of course.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's
But
this right here.
Are you looking for? You see
But I'm
these
looking
little
for-
like, you see like torches here and here. You do. I think you do. You see like what looks to be a chest up there.
Yep.
Yeah, go get that chest.
It won't be the first time that I've gone and gotten that chest, will it, Diz?
I don't know
You
what
don't
you're
know
talking
shit.
about.
Yeah, you don't know shit.
What would
Uh-huh.
Armin do?
Is there? But there's no like switches or anything that looks like it would, or any kind of like mechanism. I just saw him step on something and the thing sparked. So I'm assuming there's a way to shut that off.
Yarman might assume that maybe. I guess.
All right, well, if I don't see anything, I'm flying over here and I'm
Okay.
opening that chest.
So you're
gonna take
hovering.
one step in. Not going.
So I'm gonna say just roll a dexterity check.
Okay.
D20 plus dex, just to see, because you're hovering down close to the floor, just make sure you
No,
don't scrape the
uh,
floor or
Fine.
something.
No proficiency.
No proficiency, just straight.
Then it's only a 17.
17. Yeah, it's good enough. Just to see if you slipped up or anything. All right, so you bend down to open the chest, and it is locked.
I punch it with acid. Punch the lock with acid hand.
Okay. So it's not like a big lock hanging on the outside. It's just
but
it seems to be
I
an
just
internal
punched that
type
locking
of
mechanism with
punching
with acid.
Okay, roll an attack.
Do I want to know what he's doing?
I don't know if you guys can see it from there.
I
can
can see
can.
him.
Can you?
can see
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would assume I
Alright.
can hear him.
I can see
You can
him
hear
up there.
That is a 18, Diz. How hard is this chest to punch? I rolled a 9
Yarman.
plus 9.
It's
Yarman,
not hard
what are
to
you
punch it.
doing?
How much damage do you do?
That is a great question.
Your friend seems to be by a box, and I'm pretty sure he just punched it.
Yeah, Yarman, why are you punching a box?
There are more efficient ways to do this.
He seems
15
to
damage.
I don't know. This is pretty efficient.
15?
15 acid damage, to be exact.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
fine.
so,
there are less messy ways to do this.
No, that's true.
Alright, so you punch it, and it seemed to pop open just slightly.
I opened the chest.
You open it, and you look in, and there's nothing there.
There was a nice cloak of displacement, I think, at one point in time. I'm not sure, though.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Am I
I've heard
right
that-
on the room, at least?
I've heard that sometimes you find, sending stones in chests like this in random places, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm talking
Now-
about either.
The legends state.
Those of you
Uh,
who can actually see,
I will come back to the stairs then and land on the stairs
Okay.
and very gingerly just,
Do you make
Seems
that
to be
noise when you
fine.
land?
No, he totally makes that noise. When he
I look
canon
over and
now.
go, the stairs are fine. Why
Perfect.
don't y'all just fly over here?
All right, so
I go like
Kyrie, are you standing right there?
yeah.
Okay, roll a dexterity saving throw.
I would try to help y'all, but that's what friends would do.
That's a 25.
this. I keep my finger up
25,
and say,
that
I
is-
called you
that
my
is a
friend last
save.
night.
So you take 4 points of lightning damage, and it does
Wow.
smart.
All right, so all of the floor. Wait, why did Moira not take damage?
I followed.
Why didn't they? I
Excited.
wonder.
Yeah, I followed
question.
Excited.
I'll be right
I'm
back. I
still-
gotta take Saint out.
I'm still
I'm just gonna
considering.
keep walking.
Yeah, I'm still
All right,
considering.
hang on,
How
hang
far
on,
can I get before I get shocked again?
hang on, right there.
One step.
Dexterity saving throw.
One step.
I'm gonna continue to watch this for a hot second.
Natural one.
Natural one. Oh my god.
no.
All right, that's 9 doubled to 18 lightning damage.
Oh,
No.
Lord.
This
So he
time,
just
I
scuffed
say,
his.
Fuck!
He just scuffed his wool socks across.
All
the
right.
carpet and
Maybe we
grabbed the
stop
light switch.
moving.
As soon as I can move again, I'm walking back here behind Morwen.
You're walking back? Okay, so when you hit here, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Gosh. So he can follow me, but I can't move where I've already been. 22.
22. Okay, that's a save, so that is 3 points of lightning damage.
Ah, I'm not moving
I'm already having
anymore.
these things, so. Alright, so
Anybody
I mean, you
got a suggestion
can
for
continue
the
to walk.
Shocky?
But
Those of
Fine,
you
I'm
who
moving
can,
back to here.
alright, you're
those
fine.
of you who can see, is there any way to turn this shit off?
I don't see anything from here, but I sure am not going anywhere farther.
Yeah, and when I walked up behind Exire, I didn't see anything on the floor or anything that I no kind of a switch or anything.
No, nothing obvious out here.
Can I pick up a rock and throw it out and see if it lands and does anything?
Sure.
Rocks aren't conductive.
He doesn't know that.
I just want to
He's
throw a
not
rock
a
and see if it's like
scientist.
pressure. Yeah, I want to see if it's like pressure activated.
This is Ellen saying this. This is not Kyrie. This is Ellen being like, but
I just toss a rock out there.
Yeah, it just says seems to be fine.
uh-huh.
Well, I don't think it's pressure
And the floor
activated.
is just normal floor. It doesn't look
Yeah, I
Like-
mean,
there's nothing that looks like runes or any type of
Can-
shit there.
Can
so
I
like right
use-
here, it looks like there's a bunch of like loose like rock and like gravel that's caved in, and then way up here you see some of the same that's just kind of fallen off the ceiling
Okay.
and wall. Other than that, the floor all looks the same. I mean,
Now, here's a question, guys. Can we stand on the gravel?
Why don't you test it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I
I'm gonna-
went to look down at the floor and I wanted to cast.
I'm gonna try to stand on the gravel and see if
Okay.
anything happens.
so you very delicately like put your foot on the rock, like one of the rocks, and then put your other foot on and wait. Nothing happens.
Okay. How much gravel is there? Like, is there enough that we could try to spread it out to make a path?
Can I
There's
just
not
tie
a
some rocks to my feet?
there's not a
and
lot
then-
there.
Yeah.
There's probably just enough to cover those squares. So you
Okay.
would be just moving the gravel from one square to
Alright.
the next.
Okay.
Can I
It would be
shoot
very
the ceiling
tedious.
Anybody
with
have a
Eldritch?
shovel?
Can
Can
I
I
go
can I
out,
cast my detect
Dig
magic?
up some dirt. We toss it on the ground, and then we're good.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I had a 14. And I just had my modifier, right? So it's gonna be an 18. For
So detect magic, I don't think you actually have to roll for it. I think you just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I used it.
Yep. So you see it's hard to show it on here, but let's see. I guess I will mark what you see. Let's see, we'll do freehand, and I'll do just red. So you see magic kind of glowing here, 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 here. How far is it? 30 feet?
I can yeah. So it's
Detect
30
magic.
Feet. 30 feet.
So you are there, so
Guys, I think what I'm looking at is correct. I'm seeing a bit of magic on the floor. It looks as though, is there a mark where Exire and
no.
no, there's not. Okay. So are they all lit up?
No, they're not.
Okay.
Trying to mark them a little heavier, so easier to
Okay.
see.
Oh, so it's a maze.
Yeah, this looks like you're not getting out of it though on this side. Well, you didn't get shocked there, so that doesn't make. I guess the gravel.
But
might
I'm
interrupt
standing on
that.
the gravel.
1, 2, 3. Well,
I say we just go out, dig up some dirt, and
so I'm gonna test the theory, and I'm gonna say to maybe save us some time. I'm going to test this, and I'm just gonna kind of look up and be like, "Dear Lord, help me." And she's gonna walk behind where Exire is,
Okay.
and Josh's character, whose name is slipping my brain right now,
Morwen.
Morwen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk up to that last empty spot to about right here.
Okay, through there. All right. Nothing happens. Let's see.
And continue to look at the magic. And I'm gonna kind of say, I think my footsteps are safe, but be cautious and do not go past where I am. Can't get off this kit. There we go. Good God.
Trying to
Can
mark
we
'em.
jump? Can we jump over
Yeah, you can do a
You
standing
can jump.
Yeah, with up to whatever your strength is.
Well,
If
it would
you
be
get-
like to jump over one.
Yeah.
if you run 10 feet, then you can jump your strength. If it's a standing jump, you can jump half your strength.
Okay.
And I would
So-
round up. So,
Well, I got a
If
9 on
you
my
hit half.
strength.
okay. So that would be 10 feet that you could jump.
Okay.
If
so,
you run.
If you
Well, I'm
run-
not running though. That's the problem. You can't really run. Like, I mean, you can kind of run. I guess
You can
it's
still
5
jump
feet there.
5 though, right?
You could jump 5. Yeah,
It's just one square.
you could jump over a square essentially. Is that? I mean,
But, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. To like
Yep.
jump to here.
You could.
That's,
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell them. We can jump diagonal too. I'm assuming too. So okay.
I'm gonna follow her.
I'm gonna say, follow me. Be very careful to only touch the square that I touch.
I'm gonna let someone else go first.
I'm
I don't wanna
going
be
after
shocked
her.
anymore.
I'm intrigued.
I'm gonna go
Love it.
ahead and
Wait, I can't see. Never mind. I'm not
I mean,
following.
if
her.
you're, yeah, that's you got. You're gonna have to.
Fine,
I
I'll
think-
go after because I have the fucking swords.
Yeah, he's emitting light, so you can see
Ha-
around him for about
Yeah.
20 feet. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Be sure to
All
jump over this one here to the left.
Take it back now, y'all.
We're gonna do the
One
friggin'
hum
chapter
this
5
time.
here.
Rat foot. Let's
Down
stop.
this way up the
Oh.
wall.
I wish Roll20 had it where I could only let one player see what I'm putting on the board or something. but,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What? So you could try to
Make
make
you
all of us
remember.
fuck up?
yeah,
Make
where
this
she
a
would have to
memory
kind of direct you through it, but,
Okay.
also it would be good if
Gently
like
now.
there's people are hallucinating.
Jump
or
over this one here. Oh my god.
Uh,
Is everybody keeping up? I know some of y'all are a little blind in the dark. Do I see anything else up here other than this chest? I just
You
just
see
could-
the chest, and then you see like while the rest of the walls are like rough stone, the top wall is a nice finished like gray wall with like a rounded protrusion, almost like a column or something. It goes floor to ceiling, but it looks different than the other walls.
Okay, I'm going to jump over one more so somebody else can follow me again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna suggest that people don't move for a second. So stay here for a moment. I see in the distance that this wall looks a little different. I'm just going to look at it quickly before we reach. I can't remember names right now. Yarman. Lord, it's like I'm having a brain fart over here. So I'm gonna jump across, and I'm gonna
Okay.
go up to the wall, and I want to investigate it. I want to look at it closer.
Okay. All right. Roll investigation.
Wait, the little. This is gonna sound dumb. The little green A means I have advantage on investigation checks. Yes.
It does, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure that I'm not like looking at this wrong. Okay. Well, I got a 14.
14. You can't really tell much from the wall except that, I mean, it's as old as the floor is for sure, but it looks like maybe you can't really determine why this wall would just be finished here while the rest are just kind of rough.
I don't see any magic.
but a
on it or anything.
14, no, you
Right.
wouldn't take it doesn't seem to be magical or
All right. All right.
like a hidden door or something like that, you know.
Seems like a wall to me. Good enough. I'm gonna come back down in front of Exire.
Okay, jump
All right.
across.
Yep. We'll continue our path towards Yarman. Just a few more jumps and we'll be there. And she's gonna leap this way. And onto the stairs. And hopefully
Okay.
everybody else is still following.
All right, so very easily you guys can follow the pattern there and get all the way to the door. All right, so you're at the door. What do you want to do now?
I opened the door.
He opens the door. This door is not locked.
I open
Oh.
it.
Okay.
Okay, and walk in
Yes.
or what?
Yeah, start walking in,
Start
Diz.
walk in, all right.
All right, what did you say, Buck?
Go for it.
How much do I have to move in order to consider it a run?
10 feet, so 2
10
squares.
feet. Yep.
Okay. So, seeing how they made the jump, JD's going to
Mhm.
move to right here.
Okay.
And then JD is going to run forward and leap to where he saw her land.
Okay. That's fine.
My strength's 14.
Yeah, so you can easily kind of vault over.
I
And
wasn't
we'll
gonna
say-
do that to them. I thought about it.
We'll,
But
s-
JD
we'll say
watched the
that
path and he's like,
Eldrick
there's an
follows
easier way.
around as well. So,
there's an easier way to do this.
Yeah.
Alright.
just
so
Thanks,
Yarmin,
thank
did
you,
you say
sorry.
you look inside or you walk inside?
I'd take a step inside.
Yeah, he takes a step inside. That's what happens. We're going there.
Sly is so resigned to his fate right now.
All right. Before I change the screen, can I get an
Yarmin
order?
doesn't know what Sly knows.
I
Is
know.
everybody else following him in, or
I wasn't going to at first, but I mean,
I'm hanging back in the doorway because the last
Josh,
time
do
I
you realize
stepped in a
where we're
room, I
at?
got shocked.
I'm going with it. Yarman seems confident and
Yeah, I'm not
I'm-
going to.
I'm still a little discombobulated, so yeah, I'm gonna.
All right.
I will follow him in.
I'm going
okay?
with the method of I'm still obviously looking for magic and looking for things. because
Yarmin
that's
is
what I'm doing.
dumb and upset, so he's just
Okay.
trying to get the job done.
So I have one
Yarmin is
person
the crash test
hanging at the
dummy?
door, and is everybody else going in?
JD's
I'm gonna turn to the group and say,
So 2 at the door.
That lightning really
I'm
hurt.
not going in.
Can anyone heal or have like a
I-
healing potion?
We'll
I'm
put you
feeling real
in
bad
the
right
door.
now.
So you're just kind of
Yeah,
at the
I
door.
would-
Yeah.
As
Well,
we're going
when-
through, I give him my.
I would go in.
I just need an order.
I
for
give him
people
my
that are
potion
going
of
in.
greater healing and tell him to shut up about it.
Okay.
When he mentions healing, I laugh. I go, "Do you not remember what you asked of me when I left the party?"
No.
As JD reaches in his bag and he pulls out 4 greater healing potions and goes, "I was pretty sure you asked me to bring some of these."
I did.
So
And then he puts them back in the bag and just looks at him like, "How dare you forget?"
but you can't have them.
By the way, that's the potion of greater healing that you had given me.
Wow.
Ouchie.
Damn,
Damn.
Yarmin is.
Yeah, I'll follow
Yarmin
in.
is
being
mad.
cautious.
He's angry boy right now.
So Yarmin, as you open the door,
Yeah, tell me what I see.
this awful smell comes out the door first. It's
Yummy.
almost like a wall of smell just hits you in the face. It's just this nasty.
It's almost
I mean,
worse
the
because-
room you're in is
Kinda
just
like when Exire
damp
shit
and,
himself.
smells musty. This other room is just rancid. So Yarmin, and who was going second?
Moron.
More
Not fucking me.
and then we go Exire.
Nope.
No. Who's next? All right. Eldrick.
I'll go behind the big plate boy.
Have you drinking your potion yet?
Exire.
Yeah, as soon as you hand it to me, I uncorked it and drank it whilst maintaining eye contact with the back of your head.
And then Adara.
Yeah.
Adara, sorry, at the end.
My name is all sorts of things at this point.
Adra.
I don't know.
Adra?
I'm gonna
Adra.
Adra. Okay. I'm gonna have to write it down and like put
It's
emphasis
Adara.
marks.
Y'all.
Adara.
Damn it, Sly. It's Adara.
Okay, we
Okay.
called Sly's character Slitterus for the first part of the campaign.
That's true.
We did do that, yes.
Oh.
And then we got Kyrie and
it wasn't because
JD.
we were poking
in the
fun.
door.
That's what we thought was pronounced.
Okay, let me get that set up real quick. So we got
Somebody DoorDash clanned us some Monster Energy drink.
Kyrie
Oh,
there.
I think he's gonna have plenty of monsters.
There's gonna be one of them maybe wearing plate mail.
2 of them might be.
Yeah.
If only we had a.
Sly knows this is bad.
Somewhere off. in the
Josh knows it
distance-
too.
Somewhere off in the distance, you hear a voice of a half-elf ranger go, "Don't open the door."
You hear the voice of a
But it was too
dwarven
late.
cleric start crying.
So as you open the door, hopefully everybody can see,
There's a
I'm
thrill
grabbing the
monster.
flying broom.
and you walk
I
in.
can see.
You see
Ding, ding, ding.
Floating on a
two,
sea of black.
like humanoid like type of creatures just kind of like stumbling around, and they stop and just kind of turn. This
Gonna have to hit
bone cracking
Not
sound
just-
as they turn their heads and look at you, and then they start just kind of slowly pulling themselves in your direction. You
Do
have
I
a
see whatever
question?
this is at the top? Of
I see a black square with my token floating on top of it. That's all I see right now.
Is that all you see? Let's see.
Yeah.
That's all
I see everything.
You have
Me
too.
This room
Exxon is
very bright.
producing light.
Lots of lava pits in this room.
You have vision. Hold on. I think I know. I'm gonna have to slide everybody up. Slide.
Hey,
How about
Sly.
that?
There you go.
Does that help?
Now it shows.
Yeah.
We
Is
were
this
in
what
the
I
other
think
Okay.
it
threshold.
is?
I had to
It
slide
might
everybody up
be.
just one square.
Oh, fuck.
What is this right here that I see?
You can't really make it out from here.
It almost
Hmm.
looks like your channel emotes, Diz.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Two of
I don't
them,
like
maybe.
this.
You do. I would say that you do see some scrap metal in here that you could maybe salvage.
Hey,
we
guys,
did.
we
Is
found the
it
scrap
floating?
metal.
There's
It's
something
on the
wearing
floor.
the scrap metal.
We found the metal, guys.
I don't.
This
I
is
don't like
this is now bad. This is
Oh, it was
very,
bad
very
before.
Yeah,
It was bad before.
So since it's so late, I don't think anybody wants to play anymore tonight. So we'll just
No.
stop right here.
I don't think that's why Sly doesn't want to play anymore tonight.
Is this where the zombie beholder and plate meal was?
Two.
I have
Two of
no
them.
idea what you're talking about. We've never been here before.
Oh, Killjohn straight sprinted across that motherfucking electric floor because he was a lightning dragonborn.
Is that Minos' flying broom still in here?
It's circling the
Oh
room.
God.
It's circling the
Oh
room.
my
I
goodness.
used it to get the ashes.
And then he got shot off of it.
And then
Magic
he got
items
shot
don't
off of it.
necessarily
Yeah.
get destroyed.
Oh Lord.
I wonder what you'll find in this room. Maybe a broom.
No,
Maybe
death.
all of the magical items that were on Quarian and Orsic when they got melted.
Death. At least 2 party members dead.
I don't want to die.
I would say that it's very dusty in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that would be the bodies of the people
That
didn't
is
make it.
wrong.
That's
That
horrible.
is so wrong.
Adam and Russ aren't even here to
I was
defend
gonna say
themselves.
Adam's not even here. You made that comment.
Yeah. The
Ouch.
dust would be Orsic.
Oh, that's true. You
Oh.
scraped up Quarian.
I did get Quarian. I didn't get Orsic. I got shot off my broom before I could grab him.
Yeah, this is the encounter where Mike completely neutralized me by he kept knocking Killjohn down, and I kept casting Cure Light Wounds. It's like, yep, he's up, he's down, he's up.
All right, so we will stop there for the evening and pick this up. I'm not really sure. I think in 2 weeks from now. We're kind of off schedule here, but we'll say 2 weeks from now.
Alright.
We'll pick up here and see if the party
Dang
wants
it.
to get this scrap metal and just get out of here. Should be easy. I mean, there's just 2 like zombies walking around, so I mean, it shouldn't be too
And the
hard.
beholders that are wearing the scrap metal.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, if there were any, they'd probably be long gone by now. So, right, so we'll see next
No.
time though.
I mean,
God.
they're like 1,000 years old. You know,
They were zombies back then, though, so I don't think it matters.
Hey,
Unless something took them out. They were.
but because they're zombies, they still retain all the damage that they had taken previously. It's fine. They didn't heal.
Yeah, that's not a thing that zombies do. They don't have some sort of healing factor in D&D.
Nah. Defo not.
I just wonder what else is in this room. So maybe we'll get to find out next time. So just come back in 2 weeks.
This is where
Wait,
Yarman charges the zombie beholders to just take himself
Josh,
out.
are you doing yours next week, or is it Sly? We're kind of off schedule.
I don't know. I mean, it was going to be Sly this week, and then it was going to be you, and then it was going to be me in 3 weeks. But I don't know when Sly's running his again.
I can run mine next week if you're doing yours in 3.
Yeah, so you run yours next week, and then Diz will run his the week after, and then I'll do mine the week after.
Then we'll be back on schedule. All right. Well, 2 weeks from now we'll do this. Next week we got Sly's campaign. So come check that out. And it's been fun. I'm sure we're gonna have fun next time that we visit this room. So see you guys then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Did you see your text?